Question mark, question mark. We'll see. Does this one, did this one catch up, or did it end? Mesquite Howler Monkey Kebabs on clearance yet? No, there's no. I don't have. Thank you for the $2. Now it's just an endless circle of death. God damn you. Race you to the next stream, says Mr. Q. Right? Did Johnny freeze? No, I said it in there. I had to restart the damn thing for Rumble. I All right, so let's hit the button here. I'm over here now. Yeah, there we go. Good to see you on Rumble. Where's YouTube? Actually, I'm going to take that back. I'm this close to fucking dropping Rumble because I am sick of the goddamn address having to be renewed every single fucking stream. Not every day, not every week, every stream. Just give me one goddamn address. It's not that hard. And I need to go to your videos and where is live late start link and there we go, and we back. Hello. Shit crashed harder than Paul Walker. Nothing crashed. Again, Los Federales. As I said, I had to restart the stream so I could include Rumble. It's annoying when I get that set up and I do all of that and we give like a couple moments like, all right, guys, I hate this. I'm going to bitch about it, and then I'm going to restart the stream. And then I do those things. I hate it. I bitch about it, and I go and restart. Wow, everything crashed. No. Again, as I explained, we had to move it over for Rumble because Rumble's lame and gay. But then again, that's not really news. All right, let's pop this out. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat, and there we go. All right. And now we got to waste some more time for people to filter in because we're fucking around with the chat. But thankfully, those of you that hate putting up with me, you'll be happy. Today's show has kind of a guest, I suppose. I mean, I don't know what you would call it necessarily. I would say it's a person on the show. Where's Johnny? She said and smiled that special way. Oh, yeah, that song. But it's not Where's Johnny? It's Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny? She says and smiles in that special way. All right, so there we are. There's our lovely resident Canuck, the one and only Digger 420. You're muted.
I am muted, fuck's sakes.
Yeah, dude.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, no, I hear you now.
Okay,
now I know how the person on the mornings that I do feels when I just start talking with it. Is that just Rumble? Is it just Rumble that's fucked up? I mean, I'm looking at YouTube.
Rumble's fine now.
YouTube looks fine. Let me listen. Fucked up. I mean, I'm looking at you. It sounds good, other than the fact that my voice is like nails on chalkboard. But what are you gonna do about it? I'm just gonna continue streaming like it don't matter, right? It's not like it sucks. And then ironically enough, on Twitch, there's a KBS hiccup just because of the part where we shut it down and restarted. So just because of the part where, yeah, other than the fact that my voice, and maybe it's just my ears that are hearing's better. It's telling me that like I suck.
Your ears work, and now you realize that your voice is awful.
Yeah. unfortunately. So let's go to live.
So hey, would you mind sharing the screen with me?
Just
please?
a second.
So I can like see and shit. Hi, Wild. Hi, everyone.
It's telling me that like I suck. All right, so yeah,
I
no,
did not
good.
know you suck. I just said you forgot something.
Yeah.
That's allowed occasionally.
Nah, I'm sorry. All right, share my screen. Where is it? Streamlabs desktop. Actually, I don't want to share my screen. I want to do the camera one.
Oh, or that.
Well, I mean, like the audio is going to come through.
Whichever one you do normally. I'm not.
Fuck it. We'll share the screen. What does it matter? What does it matter? Oh, dear Lord. I gotta.
Oh.
And I gotta hide my view. No, I want to hide my options. Because then show non-video participants. Show my share screen. My screen share. No. Confirm. All right, there we go.
I'm doing wrong. There we go.
All right, and fixed it. Haha.
There. Lovely. Now I know what's going on. So how you doing?
Hey, Digger. Bud Britches is hurtful. What's hurtful? What's going on? We need.
Hi, Bud.
What's going on, Bud? Let's get this party started already. Yeah, we had that issue. Alrighty. Let's play Truth
Jefferson.
and a
I'm
Lie.
sick you, everyone.
I've been sick for 5 days now, and I feel like I'm dying. And I think it's because I picked up a parasite from the hippo jerky.
Who had troubles with the hippo jerky?
That's Falling the Great saying that. That's weird because I don't have any hippo jerky. So I don't know why they're telling me this.
Truth and a Lie. Sick for 5 days. I feel like I'm dying, and I think it's because of parasite. Well, I'm thinking the dying is a lie. I think he's been sick for 5 days from a parasite. Although I doubt it's from the hippo jerky, so maybe that is the lie.
That is the lie because there's no hippo jerky.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
well, there
it's pretty
is.
easy.
It's not hit the shelves yet.
There
but
isn't.
He's taste
No, there
testing.
isn't. No, there isn't. There is no hippo jerky. There is no hippo jerky.
Well, not
There's never
yet.
been. No, not even not yet. There's no jerky. We've been through this a fuck ton, especially last week. There's just a goddamn shop with shirts and mugs that don't sell. All right, none of this bullshit. I heard that the Cantonese monkey meatballs have rave reviews. Maybe you clued into that, but there's no Cantonese monkey meatballs that I'm selling. I'm gonna shut that down right now.
I'll have to show it to him after.
No, there's nothing to show because these things aren't real. I don't have a fucking meat market, so there's no way I can have products. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you don't have a wet meat market. That's just awful. Of course you don't have one of those.
No, I never said I had a wet meat market. I don't have an exotic meat market. The thing was a gag. It was a bit. It was a thing. There's a cup and a shirt, and that's it.
Steve, thanks.
Thank you, Balls Deep, again for the $2. We really appreciate that support.
One is really heavy. Oh my goodness, Lexi. That's awesome. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo?
What?
One is really heavy and the other's a little lighter.
I'm so glad that it was like tax day and things went smooth and car payment stuff and I'm still ahead and all of that. I'm so glad that that's the case because otherwise that joke might have been enough where I'm like, fuck it. You know what? Let's just not do a show.
Done.
I'm done. All right. If I could just stick a fork in me. All right. Ooh, I got to put it on multi-stream. And wait a minute. Why is the multi-stream not catching up with the YouTube? All right. Well, then we'll close this. I don't need that. I got the 3 chats over there. And the one on the screen. See if it's not the jerky, it's your kids that got you sick. Again, it's not that we can rule out the jerky like definitively solely because there is none. Like it's the jerky's imaginable, so imaginary, not imaginable. The jerky's imaginary. So if you if you got sick, it wasn't from the jerky because that's a comedy bit. There's no actual jerky. We just got in the uniform shorts for the summer. The uniform shorts. What? By the way, the latest batch of Gorilla Goo might be tainted. Do not use if you receive any in the last week. There is no Gorilla Goo, so I don't know why you're
right.
These things are not real. These were jokes. These are comedy bits. We just got all right. So we're caught up with all that. Okay, I have the Jesus Christ voice crack. You know what I was going to say?
I would really like to know what Hitler likes for breakfast. I have to say, she's leaving me hanging. Wild Saffron with the jokes. Yeah. What Hitler likes for breakfast. What does Hitler like for breakfast?
Yeah, because what does Hitler like for breakfast? Hi, Chevy JB. Like, just. That's what he likes for breakfast? Just like right out the gate. He's like, yeah, you know what? I'd like to say hello to Chevy JB. Just for breakfast. No. Well, would you like a blint? Would you like a cream pie or something? No. I just. What?
Well, the optic nerve's got an answer. I don't know if it's the right.
Luftwaffles. Oh, dude. You don't know about that bit, do you? Oh my God.
What?
That's a nod to the Steel Toe radio days. Back in the early Steel Toe radio days, before I was ever even like on the radar of the show was barely on my radar at the time. They had done a bit, and I don't remember what it was, but it culminated in inventing a German restaurant called Nurembergers, and Nurembergers was serving things like Luftwaffles, Blitzkrieg specials, and Frankenbeans, Karl Donitz holes with sprinkles. One second. So that's where that whole thing came from.
He told Wild's joke.
Panzer pastries. I'll take some, what is it?
Lemon Whipper spicy hot Cheetos.
It's a classy bunch we have here.
Yes, it is. Zyklon cookies.
We're just gonna make her laugh with those all day. That's all we're gonna do. We're just gonna make her laugh with an old bit from the radio show.
That's awful.
That is, well, I mean, it was, in my opinion, it was hilarious.
Yes.
But you know, that's just me.
Oh man. Bunker beef. Atomic apples. Let's creep. Oh my goodness, you guys, that's awesome. This is a brand new bit for me. I'm loving it.
How do I change the time? I don't want to ban you indefinitely. I just wanted to hide you. Whatever. Fucking banned. I don't. It's a bot.
And gone.
It's a bot. Someone was like, "You shouldn't ban the bots. You should just silence them because then they're viewers." And I'm like, "Yeah, are they though?"
Yeah, I don't know if they count.
Any leftover anti-Zionist crepes? I don't think there were ever any anti-Zionist crepes. That one.
Well, there certainly were no leftovers.
Look, the oven got too hot and they burned up. All right. Jesus. So yes. So that is where Luftwaffles comes from. Come for the kosher food. Stay for the Austrian artwork. Nice. Anyway, so we'll go to this clip, and I have to move my other window over here to keep the 3 there. All right, so now we do have all 3 chats up like we're supposed to. I owe Balls Deep a little thank you for that YouTube money. Yes. The other reason that the goal is into next week and down to $5, not just because of Twitch, but because we got a YouTube payment from the 21st. So they do their payments on the 21st. So everything, if we get over 100, everything we rack up comes in on the 21st with YouTube. So nice. Taking out the part we already counted from the crazy drinking stream at the beginning of the month, we had a nice little bump from there. So thank you all very much. Ban all bots. Be honest with your audience. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd ban the bots. This channel is dull as fuck, says Horse Farm IRL. Well, I mean, that hurts. I must be really, really bad. You run a horse farm in real life. So, ouch. And plus, that channel, Twitch used to be way more active and used to be way more like the centerpiece of the thing. You are now over on what is quintessentially just like, we keep it up because I don't want to be mean to St. Caesar, is really, if I'm honest with myself. Trust me, when I learned from doing my taxes today, Twitch ain't making the money like we used to. It used to be all Twitch, and now Twitch, not the case. Stuka Schnitzel says MSO. Well, thank you. If you want to join one of the other channels, you can have one of those. Does Horse Farm know Tim Walls? No, I doubt it. Mr. Q.
The horses might.
Yeah, the horses might. Tim Walls is what they call a heavy drinker. But I don't think the Horse Farm itself will know. All right, so we have our other stuff to get to. I guess I had this video clip to play last Friday, and I was saying it was kind of the theme of my week. I really thought this was going to continue into this week, and it didn't. So we'll full screen it and pop this over here. Boop, and we'll get Digger's lovely face up here too, since she's hanging out with us today. Boop, and there we go. So yeah, I thought this was going to be my week. And now I'm just so glad it's not.
The look on his face is perfect.
It really fits. Like, you could see him as being the guy that fell down. This is where the internet excels. These guys are great. Whoever made this is awesome. Fallen the Great saying that's literally how I feel. MSO saying, oh no. We're going to let it go for a minute for anyone who doesn't realize. If you're listening and not watching, there's a man, I would assume because of the green, standing like on a John Deere tractor, like tire, like lug nut, like wrench thing. He jumps off of it and hits him right in the balls. Fucking Jesus. Did you see? All right, I got to go over here. That's enough of that bit. Did you see Lab Glass's comment in the Rumble? Because I feel like you might want to. I don't know if I should read that out loud. I have done that before. Then I use this thing called a breaking bar from then on after. Yeah, I feel like that is a lesson, Mr. Q. You only learn once.
You learn once. Yeah.
You learn once. If I wanted to watch a fat fuck sing, I'd just replay Aaron's karaoke from Friday. Johnny says Los Ferrales. Yeah, but you weren't just watching a fat fuck sing. You were watching a fat fuck sing after a allegedly not fat fuck. I don't know. I can't really tell from the waist up. But allegedly not fat fuck take one right in the balls from a frozen lug nut. So, or seized lug nut, whatever it's called. I don't think Horse Farm stuck around. I think they jumped in just for a second to say this channel is dull as fuck, and then they left. Like, oh, wow, cool. You ripped on me, and then you left. Who cares? Who cares? I don't know. That person isn't me and understand what I'm going through at all. So, I mean, go ahead and think whatever you like. It's going to be fine. All right, we are moving right along. I'm glad I fucking busted my hump to get Rumble up. We're sitting at...
And King Kong.
Oh, wait, nope. We're sitting at 10. All right, so it was one more than I thought. So I'm glad I restarted that. Meanwhile, Twitch is flying. Or not Twitch, YouTube. Everybody over here on YouTube. That is nice. That is nice. All right, what up, my people? Good to see you. Afternoon, Digger and Johnny, says Driveway Junkie. Yeah, Digger decided to join me. Today is not a difficult day, but it's a little bit of a later start, and I had a little bit... Johnny's a loser. Proceeds to make, like, my dad and get lost. Brian, I'm not sure what we're saying to that. I am confused. Anyways, so we got all of our stuff done with the taxes. I think we updated everybody on that. We brought Digger in because it's a slow start. And a revenue. Oh, yeah. How dare you? How dare you get up and move, you able-bodied show-off? Anyhow.
Right? I know.
What a cunt.
My bad.
Anyhow.
Just roll away next time.
Me too. Right? It didn't make sense. Brian. And I would have spent some time yesterday prepping the show, but I was hanging out with Hallowed Spirits as he regaled me with tales of cucking you with your wife. And so I was busy, and I was lazy. You just missed us rehashing the Nuremberg bit. I was never part of it. Let's just be clear about that. I was never involved in it. Like I said, didn't even know about Steel Toe when it first happened. In fact, Ivy's mother, like, told me about Steel Toe because of that bit. Like, she's like, oh my God, today they did a thing and the restaurant and the Nurembergers, and she went off and either she came up with Anne Frankenbeans or Luftwaffles or one of them. She was very proud of one of them. And yeah, it was just a very strange thing. Like I said,
So you had to listen.
Has lived in infamy. Oh, dude, I got to restart this because otherwise it's probably going to be the wrong one. All right, there we go. Loading an ad, lame and gay. So after we get done with this ad, we'll load up this story. You know what story I'm about to talk about because you're the one who told me about it.
Okay.
And so you know what one this is. I really want this ad to be over because this commercial fucking sucks. Oh my God, enough already. Let it go.
The worse they are, the longer they last, I think.
Yeah.
They make the funny ones like short and 10
short and
15
sweet.
seconds.
Yeah, the talented ones. But if it's like a University of Phoenix ad, it's like good luck trying to keep your lunch down for 30 minutes. All right, here we go. We have this story now. I'm going to preface this with you and I both have similar thoughts on this with don't do it. Do not ever. And it's not about the new body cam video from Gene Hackman's home. God, do I need to go find something in a minute. But yeah, my mom did this, and I didn't think it was a good idea. The 23andMe thing because she was adopted, and you, I think, had a similar story, which is
my
another.
mom's adopted. And,
Ha!
Yeah. All she knows is her dad had a great singing voice, and her mom had a thyroid problem.
Both our moms are mutts. My mom is adopted. Simply doesn't know much, if anything, about her actual biological parents. So she decided to do the 23andMe thing. And then you said your mom did. But both me and you were like the same way of it, apparently, with our moms, where it's like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I didn't say directly don't do it. I said, if you feel you need to learn, then go for it. But and thank God she didn't, because now the Chinese own it.
Oh, the Chinese.
Or they're about to.
Oh, they're about to. I was going to say, we didn't know with this story. I don't think we know who's buying it. But yeah, the 20.
But I'm pretty sure I know who will be buying it. If it's not like BlackRock or one of their subsidiaries, it will be the CCP.
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion.
just a giant portfolio of people's DNA.
Yep.
What harm can be done with
raft
that?
of information.
King Kong Dong, Digger, and Johnny are related. No, but we do have a lot in common. Oh God, if I were to find that out now, and if I were to find out that was a thing, that would be horrible.
We need to exchange pictures of our mothers and see if there's any, similar looks.
I'm not against this idea, but now I'm afraid. Because right now,
right?
Listen to me. I'm sure it's like a 0.00001% chance, right? Like this is out of the ballpark. But do you want to take that? I don't want to take that risk. Ignorance is bliss, and I'm hoping to shtup you. So it's like, ooh, let's not do this. I don't. I'm very happy, and I don't want to have like a fucking Joe Dirt David Spade moment where we find that out, and then it becomes a cold hard reality, and then later we find out no, that's not the case. But then the only way I can enjoy it with you is if you say you're my sister. That would be gross.
Yeah, that's
and I don't
really
need that
gross.
problem. I don't even want to walk down because that movie scarred me so bad that I don't even I decided then and there I was never going to DNA test myself with other people because my mom's adopted. I don't need to find out hey, you're like a cousin once removed. Let's not.
Yeah. Well, I can guarantee my mom for sure was born in New Westminster in British Columbia.
Oh, plus we're totally safe. I'm Polish Lithuanian and Irish and general European.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely Norwegian, French. Well, and then whatever my mom is, because
1% Japanese. Oh wait, your mom? I thought your mom did the 23andMe thing.
No, she thought about it. She never did do it, thank God.
Oh, my mom actually did it. My mom actually did it.
Oh, your mom did it?
Yeah, she did it.
Sorry.
That's how I know. That's literally how I know I am Polish, Lithuanian,
Okay, I was gonna say
Irish, Central European in general. Like my mom's just a smattering of Western and like Central European areas with like a couple dashes here. Like I get to claim so many things that I could technically be like, well, I mean, my heritage says. I mean, I'm like 1% Japanese, and between all the anime and ramen I've been eating, like I got to be higher in the test.
Got to be like two.
Yeah, I had to have built it up.
Yeah.
I think 5.
No, my mom never did it, thank God. Everything I know from my dad's side. So, my mom...
Brian decides, there's a reason why I was/am afraid to date any black girls. Yeah, but let's face it, that has nothing to do with DNA.
Greater than 0 chance I would fuck a sister.
There is a greater than 0 chance I would fuck a sister. Well, I mean, define sister. Digger is deaf Irish, says the optic nerves. All right, so people are saying you're Irish. All right, that scares me.
I have no idea. I'm definitely Norwegian.
Yeah, because that's like
got some Frenchness.
That's like, you know, like one part of my mom's hair. She's got a bunch of pieces, and I like hold on to that one a lot because I really like Jameson alcohol. And so I'm like, no, I'm fucking Irish. It's a requirement. Like I use it as a scapegoat. It's completely self-serving. But
I really do the same with the Norwegian part. Like I have no idea. There's probably very little Norwegian left in my DNA at this point, but still, I'm quite proud of it. I like the idea of being a Viking.
Yeah, you just walk around places going, I like boats. I'm a fucking Viking. We're supposed to make boats out of things. Fucking bigot.
Everyone's saying hi.
Oh. Who are you saying hi to?
Well, the Vikings said hi to a lot of people.
Oh no!
Came to visit.
I was
rape and pillage.
I was quoting. All right, so again, I want to go look for that body cam video stuff in a second, but so we got a little sidetracked here talking about it. But yeah, so 23andMe is going bankrupt, and pretty much whoever buys the company gets all of their DNA files. So let's have It's a short video. It's only like 30 seconds. The quick breakdown from Tweedledee and Tweedledum here. Boom. And unmute the audio, asshole.
Protection. The genetic testing company 23andMe has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The company will now attempt to sell itself under supervision of a court. Co-founder and CEO Ann Wojcicki has resigned but will remain on the board. 23andMe, whose saliva-based test kits help customers learn about their ancestry, has never turned a profit, and it cut about 40% of its workforce in recent months. Officials say the company plans to continue operating throughout this sale process.
Yeah, so they're going to continue to collect samples while they're selling themselves to the highest bidder.
That's a horrible idea. Don't do that.
You get one. Yeah. I would have thought.
So they're going to...
Hello. Sorry, I did one salt too. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You don't have to apologize. It's a show. It's not even that much of a show. Apparently, it's just a fuck around show. Family had castles out there. What? Too bad England has ruined family had castles out there. That's crazy.
My stepdad is part of the Stirling family, belongs to Stirling Castle in Ireland. Thought that was kind of cool. I'm now tangentially sort of related to someone who may have a bit of a castle somewhere.
I'm not. I have like, what would they be, cousins? Because they're like my grandmother's relatives, like her brothers and sisters.
Mm.
So whatever that would be, cousins and second cousins or whatever. But then, yeah, so like fucking a couple of them were engineers and worked like with like NASA and stuff. But I can't say that they did anything amazing or important because I didn't really ever meet them or talk to them. And
NASA and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have any German in your...
I mean, there might be some Germans in my mom.
Okay. No, it's just surprising. NASA...
In her history,
I thought they were mostly Germans at that age group. working for NASA. You know, when they first started.
Right.
Had
No.
a lot
You
of
see,
fresh new talent
I should
come
have
over from
prefaced this a little bit. My great grandmother came over from Polish Lithuania or whatever it was before World War II. Like I think before World War I even. And then she had my grandmother and my father met, and my grandfather served in World War II on an aircraft carrier. So I'm gonna say the German descent part's probably a no.
Probably not. Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. She came over as a Polish person before there were people pretending to be Polish people.
Magic 8 Ball is asking somebody if they will have Adolf's antelope meat in April. I have no idea who you're asking about, but that sounds gross. I would never serve such a thing. That would be horrible. We found out our family was kings of Holland for a good chunk of the 1400s, says King Kong Tong.
Very cool.
Go back and claim your heritage. Demand that they reimburse you for... And I want...
reparations, damn it.
And I want us to account for inflation as well.
Oh, Mussolini diff. Sorry. That's what 23andMe gets for telling so many black Americans that they aren't 100% black.
Oh, no.
Right.
King Kong Dong, Johnny got a new sound drop from this morning. No, I still have to get it. I don't know if I was clear with everybody. I got done with the show this morning, literally put on my shoes, went to the office to do my taxes, went and paid for my car, came right back here, prepped and launched the show. I have not even had, like, the only reason I've eaten is because I was able to throw food in the microwave while I was taking a leak. Like, that's literally it. A friend of mine's mother was adopted. She found out that her father had multiple children all over the country. He was some kind of mob gangster, had about 15 kids so far that they've found.
That's awesome. That's cool.
I mean, like I said, now this is making me paranoid as shit because again, there's some crazy similarities. I just don't want things to be I got preferences, you know? I got preferences. Some Germans in your mom. Right. Wild Saffron caught the joke. Thank you, Wild Saffron.
Yeah, Lab Blast never turned a profit. Wow, 23andMe was never about making a profit. It was about gathering intel.
But the question is for who?
Swaths of intel. Pardon?
But the question is for who? Who were they gathering huge swaths of intel for? Because you would
Did you
think
not hear
Phase 3 profit.
Who was running that?
No, who was running it?
Oh shit! Now I just lost the name because I said it. The dude that started the other Wojcicki. No, not Wojcicki. Shit. Now I'm having. Her husband's famous and does stuff in tech.
Okay.
Oh, they even said it. Now I can't remember her name. They said it in the clip.
How the taxes go. I hope you didn't have to pay. Lol, says Carlos Ramirez. No, I pay every quarter on an estimatory basis, and so the short answer, no, didn't have to pay. It was great. Motherfucking John Juan, how the hell are you? Says G-Lox. Good to see you, G-Lox. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. 14 likes.
Anne Wojcicki. I was right. Sorry, Anne Wojcicki.
Who said Anne Wojcicki? I'm looking. Or did you Google?
She's the executive officer of 23andMe.
I'm a direct descendant of Johannes Kepler. I massively missed my calling as a starship captain.
I was going to say.
It's funny. All right, so I think we're caught up with everybody. Yeah, I didn't like my mom doing that just because I don't trust it. But yeah, now that it's selling, like, God, do I feel good. I've never done that. Plus, there's not a whole lot of reason for me to if my mom did. Like, what am I going to find out? What percentage of my grandparents I have?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I couldn't take the hurt. It would hurt way too bad to find out my mom is like 1% Japanese and I'm 0. I'd be like, fuck. God damn it, Mom. It's the one I wanted. She probably,
did you hear,
you know what? She
Trump
probably
Jr.'s
gave.
ex?
What?
Sorry, I saw something while I was flipping through to 23andMe. Tiger Woods is dating Trump Jr.'s ex.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about that.
Oh, that was interesting. The man can't help himself around blondes. Wild.
Shit, I forgot what I was going to say now. I had something going.
Sorry, you were talking about your mom, and I totally interrupted you.
Yeah, you interrupt.
Sorry.
Like, this is why I don't scroll while I do the show.
I thought you were going to say, this is why I don't stream with the co-host.
That too. But no, my mom, like I said, my mom probably gave all the Japanese to my sister Crystal because she's got the dark hair and kind of like the eye thing and everything. I bet she got all the Japanese. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's still got way more than enough Central European mutt in there to like wash it off, so she doesn't look Japanese at all. But I was gonna say, like, if you were going to speckle somebody in my family with Japanese, I could see it as Crystal being the one. So there we go. My brother had issues growing up, but my sister did great. Cool. Adopted from Korea. Was your brother's name Charlie?
Who's adopted?
Mr. Q says, "Is Brian? My older brother and sister are adopted from Korea."
Oh, cool.
All right, so there we go. There, I think. Who'd want to date Tiger Woods? All those hookers only. All those hookers. One can only imagine his STDs. I would think. I don't know. I would hope the board is pretty clean in that regard. The hell is this? Oh, it's some ad in Spanish. Weird. All right, so we've got a strange video just to do something different. And now for something completely different. Johnny's Japanese, if you please. Johnny's Japanese, if you don't please.
Boom, boom, boom.
I don't even know what that is. Is that a song or something?
The two Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp. We are Siamese, if you please. Doom,
Oh.
doom, doom.
Okay.
Yeah. Doom, doom, doom.
Just fucking over there dancing. All right.
In my head all day.
Johnny, you are a Suphan Hanu Sinphone. Suphanisiphone? Suphanisiphone? I don't even know what that is.
I have no idea what that is either.
Just don't ask what they did to your Coke. I don't drink Coca-Cola often. All right, so we have a video here we'll go to quick. This has got to be the most interesting example of carpooling I have ever seen. We have an ocean, we have a shark, we have an octopus, and the octopus is riding the shark's back. I gotta know, like the shark didn't sign up for this. Like the octopus like latched on, and the shark's got to be freaking out, right? Like they're not used to someone just like suction cupping on and hanging on for dear life, right?
Maybe they are.
Rare footage captured by scientists in New Zealand in 2023 shows an octopus riding on the back of a shark, an unusual duo dubbed the Sharktopus.
Wow.
In a recently released study, researchers say they still aren't.
Does somebody need to sit down after they did that? Hey guys, we're calling it the Sharktopus. I know, fucking right, like.
I think he was about to say they're still traveling together.
I don't care anymore. It's the fact that they celebrate.
I'd be a little concerned if they're still traveling together.
Hey, fucking later. Octopus is cleaning up the shark's leftovers. Who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, but the thing of me is like, yes. we have a shark riding an octopus, and like scientists have dubbed it the Sharktopus. It's not like it's a different fucking species. Like when a man gets on a horse and rides it for a while, they're like, and scientists have dubbed it the centaur. No, that's just a guy on a horse. This is just an octopus on a shark. Like one animal riding another.
It's like combining couples names like Brangelina. Now they're the octoshark.
Oh, for the record, I have told other people I firmly I don't know if we get to vote on the thing, but I firmly vote jogger for the couple's name. Just because
In so many ways, that's cute as
Right?
Because you can't and I won't.
I was gonna say normally they just want to put the J on there and the rest of your name, and I'm like, all right, yeah, fuck you. Like that's no, but like J-O, at least I feel like I'm involved.
You're partially involved
Right.
in this whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like jogger.
It's like J. Jonah Jameson coming up with the name for Spider-Man. Right. Sharktopus was in Unset Magic. The Gathering summoning spell. Shout out autism. Magic the Gathering summoning. You could summon a Sharktopus? Like that, I need to go look up now. They are a chimera now. Deal with it, says G-Lox. The octopus is one of April's exes. Oh, no. It's a Sharktopus, says Mad Max Markin. That's what they said. I don't believe. I wouldn't like it if they called it an octoshark. It would make about as much sense. My sister was 9 months old when she was adopted, so she had it way easier. My brother was like 7 when was adopted and didn't really speak the best English and had it kind of hard.
Yeah.
Now Centricare, busy doing a thing. All right, so let's go back to the shark and the octopus.
Aren't sure how the deep-sea dwelling Maori octopus ended up on the Mako shark, which typically stays closer to the surface. They believe it may have been a joyride for this octopus, since Makos are the world's fastest shark species and can swim as fast as 46 miles per hour.
Like, how bad does it
not
gotta
bad.
be where you're sharking it up that's what you do? Stop it, you goddamn advertisements. So you're on a shark that can, almost hit 50 miles an hour. How bad is home life that you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna ride on? Because again, it's not like he just picked hitched a ride. It was on an apex predator.
I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta go. Shark and the octopus is also a high-risk Kama Sutra finishing move. It is, eh?
Well, now I know what I have to put
Interesting.
on my reading list for the winter.
Been a long time since I read the Kama Sutra.
Wow, that's something we should have to remedy, isn't it? All right. All right. Enough. Okay, so we did that. The Sharktopus. The Sharktopus thing again. It doesn't make sense.
Poked out frost.
Haha, joyriding a Mako shark and octopus are smart enough to think that through. Yeah. I agree with T. Jefferson. The octopus is like, yeah, if I go anywhere near his mouth, I'm dead. But look at him go.
But if I can just get over on top.
Now I want to know, like, because I'm picturing like this, because again, they said Makos tend to dwell near the surface. I don't know what people know about octopi and octopus. They tend not to. So, like, I'm picturing like some sort of like Super Mario leap. Like he's running on all 8 legs. It's like boop 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 boop, and he landed on the shark, and then the shark's swimming around, just like celebrate. Congratulations, fireworks. He got 5,000 points when he made that landing, right on the knob. Anyways,
It's the least they could do when you're sitting on a knob like that.
do you think these things through when you say them?
No,
or do
I
you just...
don't. Not ever. I hear it as you hear it, and I go, "Oh shit!"
Right.
And actually, more often than not, I don't even catch it when I hear it.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
it's like it's in your mouth, and it isn't until it comes out that you're like, oh, that happened.
Wait a minute.
All right. There's a Disney movie there, some version of Scorpion and the Frog. Right, Shaka and the Octopus. Why did you sucker me? It's my nature. Say the weird things, Johnny. Say the weird things. What weird things? G-Locks, marine animals have developed their own Uber. Yeah. They are a chimera now. Deal with it. Say the weird things. I don't know what the weird things are. The octopus was speed running. Careful digger. I can blame some of my joint and muscle pain in my old age from Karma Sutra activities, says Wild Saffron.
Good to know. Always stretch first.
And plus, Wild Saffron, that just means one thing. You were doing it right.
Very true.
All right. Speaking of doing it right, I don't know that these people are, but France has the world is very, very well, actually, I should say one part of the world is very, very worried about the LGBTQ community in America, and that's the LGBTQ community abroad, because I guess because Trump got elected, and a lot of people who don't like Trump happen to be in that community, they just assume that now the witch hunts are going to start, especially since there's people going, hey, we don't really like dudes participating in female sports and claiming, an identity status as a way to victimize women. Like, going against those things apparently, again, is a sign of the wagons rolling around. I don't know. Anyways, so France wanted to tell all of the gay people of America that it's going to be okay. So they have a message.
Gotcha.
They've got you guys. So again, if I may, before these people speak, I would just like to, because again, maybe you don't speak French. So let me just say, Moes of America, they're with you. I'm not, but they are. These two. I think
Not
a few
us.
more too.
They're
a few
not.
more too. So again, you have France. Go there. You have France. Oh, dude, I'm probably going to get popped for the music. France wants to tell you something.
Well, at least they're saying it in English, so the Americans will understand it.
No, that's the thing. They're not saying it. They're playing, and I muted it because fuck them. They are writing it on cards because, again, if they actually said something, someone would be like, "This is what you said." No. I just pointed at a piece of paper. France wants to tell you something.
I had no idea what the piece of paper had.
We know it's hard for you right now. With you having more rights than the average American, with you immediately being able to say, hey, you just hate me because of how I identify. With you having the ability to, assault and accost women. Remember that France knows you have it hard right now. I don't. All right.
And you're going to be okay. Lesbians and gays from France take care of
We
you.
know you're hurting. Yes, but that's because it's all self-inflicted. If you'd stop...
You've even got the sad face. Aw.
Right? If these people would stop flailing them on themselves in the streets, like if they'd stop whipping themselves, they'd find they're not in pain. Damn, I feel terrible. I'm incredibly tardy. Not sure what I missed dealing with insurance companies. I hope Johnny opted to take the high road and said, fuck paying his taxes. Sort of. We'll say yes to that, Rusty Grammar. Mussolini diff with $2. I want to tell the people of France, take them, please. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't be like, hey, gay America, we over here in France know you're going to be okay. Hang in there. Just, no. If you guys want to do something about it. And I also want to know, what the fuck is paint? Because it's got a rainbow on it, and that's, damn voice crack again.
That was a voice crack, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here ripping on the gays, and now I got to sound like one.
Yeah, well.
Every time I rip on the straights, my voice gets deeper. Straight people, what the fuck is with them, right? I mean, oh my God. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Like that. God, that song's still stuck in my head. All right.
But as soon as you start talking about the gays, you go all high-pitched,
right?
Voice cracky, yeah.
What's with all the homosexuals? My ass feels fine, says Balls Deep. I'm glad that yours does.
Good. Yes.
Carl's number one pay pig. There's no way. What does that have to fucking do with anything?
Yeah. That's like
Wow.
left field.
No, that's obsessed autism. All right, moving on.
Okay.
All right, so back to this video of, again, the people of France being like, it's okay to be gay in America. Don't worry. We understand you're dealing with a lot of difficulties. Really no difficulties as far as I know.
No.
We're not making any rules or laws specifically out to stop people from being gay. I don't think there have been any laws stopping people from being trans. It's just we've been going after, like, the children stuff. Am I wrong on that?
I think this one is a woman who decided she's a man, actually. First, I was willing to give it, yeah, that's just a sissy gay boy. But I'm looking at it and the trans flag and all the right trans colors. And if you look at it closely, yeah, it's got a waist and it's got very nice. That's a she.
Again, I'm seeing this as I need an attention cry. Like,
yeah,
because it's like,
again, that's a she.
I had to write this and I had to make it look like it's crying because I'm so sad and disappointed. Look, if you want to be a dude, and I know this because I am a dude who literally cried on camera, I got called to this very day. So maybe don't cry and pout. It's not really a manly thing. And that no offense. Yeah. No, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you for doing it. You need to learn that lesson. I had to. According to the internet, being second mic, Aaron's conjoined twins. No, it doesn't. That's
boy, the internet gets stuff weird, eh?
Right? It's not even the internet. It's an extremely small, obsessed community, Mussolini Diff. Extreme. You were singing Carmen Sandiego. Oh, Carl's Pay Pig explaining the bit. I take it back what I said about Carl's Pay Pig. I'm an asshole. All right. Oh, so I should leave my queer... What?
Leave my queer...
That was
I gotta
bat on. Once in a while people put stuff I don't like having on the screen. Like in the chat.
I was finally able to read it.
Yeah, no, I don't want that on the screen.
Okay, I couldn't tell what it was saying, so it's probably just as well.
No
one else could probably read it either. Then.
Well, not on the screen, no. But like I said,
white,
yeah, you have to go look at like the chat for that. I don't give a shit what people write in the chat. Yeah. I just don't want them all on the screen if they're like that.
Just not on the screen.
You guys are spawning weekly world news levels of insanity out in that community. I think he's talking to these people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Is it still just the music on this? Let's. Yep. Especially if you are. Remember, guys, we feel so bad for you, especially if you're someone who's been, identifying as another gender almost always exclusively to F over women in a weird way.
It's weird how that happens. Although we did just have that last chick who wants to pretend to be a boy.
Right.
So you do see it rarely.
You do see it rarely. But the thing is, it doesn't ever like male society as a whole. Like we don't have women pretending to be men and just crushing male records in different sports or things like that. We don't have, like, literally it's a one-sided thing. And that's why I have an issue with the trans community. Nobody even addresses this in or out of it. We don't have an issue with, women deciding to be men just so they can get into a bathroom and R-word other men. Like, that's not a thing. We don't have any of those problems. But if you look on the female side, those issues do happen. And people could be like, oh, that's not every person. Nobody said it was. But the fact that it happens, I feel like it's something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
And it's where I go, I'm sorry, I don't respect this movement. Clearly, one side seems to have a problem. One side doesn't. And according to the studies I'm hearing, it's not, none of them ever seem like stable. And I know that because I'm nuts. And they seem worse than me.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to look worse than you. And you're
T. Jefferson, I was talking about the conjoined twins thing. Which one? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
those
second
people.
mic thing.
Okay. The sexiest women I've met are attracted to masculine men, says Balls Deep. Forced beaver munching happens, Johnny New Boot Goofing. No, I wasn't even talking about forced beaver munching. I was implying like straight up SA'd. Like a dude's go in the bathroom and he just gets pushed bent over and railed. Because again, women are getting sexually assaulted by men pretending to be women. I'm not saying every man that says they're trans or every trans woman is someone who's sexually assaulted somebody, but I will say the vast majority of women being sexually assaulted in prisons and in female restrooms are by trans women. So it's just, I feel like So that's where I'm like, oh, we know you're having a hard time, especially if you're trans. No. Because if you were someone who thought you needed to, I don't know, amputate your own legs, they would call you crazy and want you, like, tested and psychologically verified. But if you decide it's your penis, then it's okay. Like, no. That's don't tell me how hard you have it. It's all. Come on. Being a second mic is just being tunnel buddies of the same butthole. Thank you, Lab Glass. I think. I love that.
I'm not sure.
I love that she finally did my fucking, like, my curious dog bit where I'm like, eh? And you just kind of take a tilt. Like, I love that I looked up at the screen and I just watched her just go, eh.
I don't understand.
You know what I know? I know I don't know. Holy shit, we only have 2 hours left in the program. This time is flying by. Let's finish this stupid video and see how...
Hey, while we're finishing the stupid video, I'm going to do a dab, so...
All right, let's take your Discord screen off the screen because somebody's a prude. All right, we'll hit play. We'll keep it...
but my government's evil, and I just don't know what's going to piss them off.
We see you. Yes, everybody sees you. Everybody sees you. When you dance naked in the street, we all see it. This is a thing. Again, I did a story last week where, what was it? San Francisco Pride couldn't get sponsors. All of the sponsors are dropping out. Why? Because you guys are literally effing on the street corners last year. You were peeing on each other and effing on the street corners. That's not an exaggeration. That's not hyperbole. That is what literally happened at the San Francisco Pride Parade last year. So bad to the point that they're like, you know what? We as a clothing manufacturer don't want to be associated with all of your effing on the streets. So... I'm sorry. I'm sick of this idea that nobody sees you. We're not allowed to not see you. In fact, if we don't see you the minute you walk into a room and fucking flatulate you, or not flatulate, fuck, I meant to say, God. For blowing people. Shit.
Yeah.
Fellatiate. Fellatio?
Fellate.
Well, now I just suck because I got tongue-tied. I got cock-fucked on words. So, yeah, no, but we don't fillet you in your ego the minute you step in a room and go, I'm here and I'm gay. All of a sudden we're hateful. Like, I am so sick of it. Flagellate. Flagate? Flagellate. Like sperm tie? Straight people like to have sex in public, too. Don't be such a bigot prude, Johnny. SH, that's not the point. The point is we don't have a specific parade to it. No, flatulence was the right word. Oh, G-Log. I actually do have a funny flatulence story for later, too. Fart jokes. They're more than just fun. They're also news. But anyways, yeah, no, so... They also had kiddie pools to lay in and people pissed on them. Bravo, San Francisco. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the level of sexual debauchery, it was practically an orgy in the streets, and it's not okay. I'm saying for people who have sex in public, they're usually punished. It's actually an offense. In fact, there are people who've been registered as sex offenders for urinating in public or having sex in public in certain places. So I feel like it should be something that's, again, societally unacceptable to do that in the streets. But that, again, this is what I'm saying.
Well, it is, unless, of course.
Right.
You're
But I'm
an
saying
LGBT.
nobody was arrested.
Yeah.
Nobody was arrested last year for what happened in San Francisco.
Right.
G-Locks, can we bring our children? It's culture. No, it's not.
Right.
Balls deep. Song request, Kurt Cobain, Grape Me.
Both Steve, my brother and I loved Nirvana, and we had the cassette tape. We had to tell my mom that it said "rate me," R-A-T-E. if she
You
wasn't gonna
lied
let
to
us
your
listen it.
mom.
We totally did. And we thought we had her thinking he said "rate me," R-A-T-E, and yeah, she didn't realize until years later that we had actually fully lied to her.
Thank you,
Oh, we
Mussolini,
were
for
allowed
the
to listen to
$2,
the
by the way.
song, so. The end of the day.
All right. Anyways, I don't believe that for a minute, Mussolini Def.
Ew.
All right. Yeah, I'm taking that one off. Again, some of you guys, like, your comments, they're fine, whatever. I don't fucking give a shit, but just remember, these things are on the screen. Jesus.
Take it to Rumble, you boys and girls. Take it to Rumble.
Yeah, that's where your naughty shit can fly. Anyways, so
Yeah.
so like I said, I keep pausing this because again, it's the freaking like, oh my God, we're so persecuted. Oh, we're so victimized. It's worse than it's worse than any other community. Like growing up, seeing more and more of more and more of the common culture of different people being like, oh my God, we've been victimized, whatever. This group has literally suffered less than all of those others, but because they get like the minute they don't get recognition, that's when the problem is. Like there's no line where it's like, okay, we got what we want. Now we'll go away and just return to being like normal every day. But that's why it's LGBTQIA plus, because when we've got to make it okay for the gays. Well, I'm not just gay, I'm bi. All right, yeah, you're one of the gays. No, I need my own special identification. I can't be lumped in with this other group of sexual degenerates. I bounce back and forth. You don't understand. They persecute me. Like, that's how the whole group thing got built. LGBTQIA plus was always, we have to add another letter because LGBTQ, whatever came before it, didn't respect me. I'm a victim of the victimized group. And it's just, so it's become a parade of pat me on the back for being a victim. And this video is really making that clear with the, we see you. Yes, everyone sees you. That's why you're getting so many people being like, we're not okay with what you're doing. Because when it was between like you and your friend in your own room, like none of us gave a shit. But now that you want to do it like in front of children and on the streets, we're like, whoa, that's not okay. We hear you. Right, we hear you. In this silent movie because you used someone else's music. We hear you. We love you. Actually, that's kind of the problem, is you guys don't seem to want to draw a line. We love you. And actually, that's also the other part of the problem. You have to make everything about who you physically love, not like who you emotionally love. You have to make it about who you fuck. And that's kind of like it's something that I can't believe I didn't have a problem with when I was younger. But as I've grown up more and more, I've come to the realization of like, yeah, who gives a shit who you want to have sex with? And I don't say that like, oh, the people who have a problem with gay people need to. No, I'm like the homosexual community that begs for attention and acknowledgement and all of this stuff. Like, who gives a shit? Like you're allowed to do it, all that stuff. You don't need a parade. You don't need a month. You need to accept the fact that
they get the whole summer here.
They get the whole summer.
Trudeau gave them the entire fucking summer. My birthday, smack dab in the middle of summer, and it's now part of the Pride season.
That's a shame. Like I said, it's the idea that it needs to be celebrated by the community that doesn't engage in it. Do these people celebrate like straight day? Like there isn't one, but if there were, they wouldn't, because again.
Oh.
They love to complain about how they don't get the recognition that everyone else gets. They just want their recognition. And after they get their recognition, they don't give a fuck, which is why I'm saying, why don't you guys just keep to yourselves? And that's the other part, too. It's like, oh, if you guys just, do your own things in private. No, we have to do it in public. We have to be able to suck each other off in front of you. Like, no. No, that's not okay. Like, I just feel like that's a thing. We can't seem to get that message across. And this whole video feels like that. I don't even know if I want to finish it. We love you. You are not alone. Right. Again, these aren't actual issues. You're also not victims. This video doesn't need to exist. These people are all, again, just fucking virtue signaling because they have nothing. I'm starting to feel like a lot of these people need to start suffering serious illnesses, and not for any like ill will kind of thing. I'm not. There's another minute of that. I don't even care.
Yeah.
I'm not even watching it. It's just cringy. I just feel like if a couple of these people had, I don't know, cancer or liver failure or multiple sclerosis or just some severe condition, you know, maybe they'd realize that there's more important shit. Because literally that video does absolutely nothing other than people just wanting to stroke their own ego and attention for the sake of being I support you. Then do something about it.
Yeah.
Not a single one of those people is going to come here and do anything. The same way the gay people who support Palestine aren't going to lace up their boots and jump into Gaza.
God forbid.
I would love that if that started to be the thing. Like now, if you support something like, no, I demand that we, the ceasefire in Palestine, free Palestine. All right, so you just got your plane ticket booked. Get on the boat. Why? Well, you believe in this. You're demanding we do something, so you better start.
You do it.
I want to start having, like, because I feel like we took peaceful protests and, like, the younger generations have now used that as an excuse to go, I demand action being done, and I'd also like to be patted on the back for saying that. And I'm sick of that part. Like, no. Fuck off. I just wear my I fuck bitches everywhere I go t-shirt. Oh.
That sounds like a fun shirt.
Actually, that reminded me of the part, one of the reasons I got upset about the logo. The frickin' rainbow thing. I found a shirt, right? Like, I don't mean to brag, but I used to do some thrift shopping. I'm going to pop some tags. I got $20 in my pocket. But anyway, so I got this black V-neck shirt that I love. It fits me great, everything. And it says on it, I fart rainbows. And it's got a unicorn farting a rainbow. I love it. The print is wearing off of it, so I'm afraid to wash it. And so I've been like, and I was looking at it the other day, like I should wear that shirt. And then I realized, oh God, in this day and age,
they're going
to think I'm gay.
You're pro.
Because I'm wearing a fucking shirt with a unicorn saying I fart rainbows. And people are like, yeah, and I bet you have to use a rope tied around your waist to do it. Like, no. It's not, it wasn't a gay thing. It was just a fun thing. But
it's funny. It's unfortunate. They've taken away so many cool things.
Wild Saffron catching up with the chats in Rumble saying, plenty of room in the Rumble chat. Just don't turn your back on Lab Glass. He's a bit unpredictable. Recognize that the majority of these gays are traumatized, maybe molested as children, but all are narcissistic attention hoes. Look at me, notice me, praise me, never criticize me, no matter how. I would say, I don't know about the specific numbers, but I would agree to that being a definitive group. As certainly, if nothing else, the most vocal group. The most vocal group of that community is, as you say. But I don't know about the rest of it. Either way, like I said, I'm not even asking and saying that. I'm just saying, how about we don't do this stuff in front of kids? How about you don't need a parade if you have to, again, focus on if you can't do, and you can't, because nobody can explain to me what gay love is if two men aren't having sex or two women aren't having sex. It's never like, oh, well, so these two people really, really care about each other. Like, that happens all the time. I have friends that I would die for. I have friends that I would move in and live with and everything like that. But it's never like, oh, well, now you two are gay lovers. Like, no, we're just good buddies. Like, I care about this person. This person cares about me. We have no attraction to each other. And apparently that's when it becomes gay, when there's a physical part to it, which means the gay part is the physical part. That's just how science works. If you take a thing and you remove it from something, and that something is not defined by that object, but you put it back in there, and now that object is defined by, then that's the thing that it is. So it's it's weird. You know what really pisses me off? When my 4-year-old daughter asked me about the rainbow flag being displayed everywhere. I shouldn't have to explain and or make up why there are rainbow flags. Los Federales, I don't know how old, 4.
Four.
Dumbass. Remember what you read literally like a split second ago? You fucking. Anyways, yeah, no, my daughter's like 6. I just tell her people like covers. No, nope, you're gay now. You love dudes, says G-Lox. Speaking of loving dudes, and that's why I'm bringing this up. I talked to my buddy Jonah Maddox recently. Amazing dude, love him. Owner and operator of Combat's Creations. They do a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, I hadn't talked to him in forever, and I remembered I hadn't talked to him. So we literally just texted back and forth for a couple of hours, just catching up on what's new in each other's lives. And the whole reason is because I remembered him. I thought about him for a second, and I'm like, dude, I haven't talked to him in forever. And, like, I really love that dude. That dude's been there for me when I've gone through shit. I've been there for him when he's gone through a couple of things, not really anywhere near as much the other way around, but either way. So I'm a mooch. But the point is, he's a good friend, a good buddy, and if he called me today saying, look, man, I'm having some trouble and I need your help, I'd be like, all right, what do you need me to do? Like that kind of thing. But that doesn't mean I want to, you know what I mean? And and that's where, like I said, that's where the line is. So it just doesn't. I just realized I stacked these two stories together, and this last one we did went the way it did, which is a like good, but also like, lead into this story.
Okay.
AOC decided to do some public speaking on Friday in Colorado. You know what? I'm not going to speak for her. But AOC went to Colorado. I'll set the scene for you. AOC went to Colorado, and she wanted to tell the people of Colorado what they need. More importantly, what the Democratic Party needs in order to survive. What they need to do going forward, what they need to do for everyone. And I don't know how many people were actually here, but I will say whoever's filming the close-up shot really sucks because the bleachers are folded.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at all those bleachers that are empty, folded away.
But maybe they weren't open in the first place. I mean, we're saying these things. Maybe they weren't open in the first place. Oh, the chat box is off the screen.
You would think that they would fill places to the point where there weren't empty bleachers folded and put away. I mean, in my opinion, she's going to be making a run for president in the very near future.
Oh yeah. Oh, but we've got great news on that too. I'm sure you haven't heard about this. I'm pretty sure everyone in my chat has. But Kamala Harris is supposedly polling double digits ahead of everybody else for the 2028 nomination.
Really? Right.
Wine Mom round 2.
Oh my gosh! See, yeah, you Trumpers.
I'm not a Trumper.
I mean, well, no, okay, not you, but I'm just saying to the people out there, this Trump thing is fun, but it's only 4 years. You know, you've got to figure out who you're going to put in when he's done in 4 years.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be whoever.
Kamala's going to be the one who's in there.
No, she won't.
You know, if you don't put up someone decent, they're going to buy it. They're going to run away with it. They're going to do things that are not above board to make sure that they win it back.
I don't know.
You've got to come up with something really, really great, and you cannot say that JD Vance is going to be the next.
I think right now JD
option.
Vance is the one it's going to be at the time, at the current time.
Yeah, that's.
Honestly, I don't think. I think it's a foregone.
You're just going to end up doing the same thing all over again. It's not. He's not a Trumper. He's not a MAGA person. He works for one of the major factions, in my opinion.
Right, but my point is, overall, he's going to literally, especially with how the government and everything pans out the next 4 years, it'll decide a lot. But Trump's support and nomination will be the decider on who the 2028 is. Because whoever Trump endorses is going to have that. If it's J.D. Vance, then it's J.D. Vance. If Trump turns around and endorses somebody else, then it's whoever he endorses. But I don't know. I don't know who he'll pick. But
you guys need someone totally different. I don't know. Trump is dangerous, but at least he wants to see America first. You guys need to make sure that whoever fills His spot.
The problem you have is that
the same America first.
the problem you have though is
I
that,
don't
as we've
believe-
already said, like you have all these other people, and they like you said, they might work for a faction. Not everyone knows who works for what faction or where,
Right.
what, and whatever. So you can't just hope that that's a thing. And like, yeah, we need another person like Trump who's not going to go along with the status quo. Who says there is anybody? And if Trump fucks this up over the next 4 years, even if there is somebody, they'll be like, yeah, but remember Donald Trump? Like it. So it's like I said, a lot of it is. I will say this: voting for Trump this time around, it very much is a roulette spin of like what everybody said they're gonna do and what everybody thinks is gonna happen, and like how much the government will try to resist whatever changes show up. So it's really a crapshoot. We don't know. All I can say is the price of eggs are down. The price of gas is down. It looks like it's a rocky go, but we've got a couple of things that at least look decent. So if we're fucking kicking ass and taking names in 3 years, and like the deficit and everything is really, really changing, then you'll literally have a lot of people that'll be snapped out of their shell and won't go along with like the Kamala Harris stuff. Like we were talking about this morning. Well, no, we were talking about a Bill Maher clip this morning. Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I can, because that nunce sent me his prep sheet last minute, so I can just load it up from earlier. Where was do? Normally he sends it like the night before, and I go through it and stuff to see what's what, but it took a while this time. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, clickety click click. I already watched this, so this isn't me. This isn't me necessarily covering this just for me. This is me covering this with you. So if you don't know, Bill Maher and the two people he has as guests on here, all very, 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 very liberal. Go.
What do you think of news that British intelligence knew COVID was a lab leak in 2020 and officially ignored their report?
Not just knew, aided a 95% certainty. Same with the German intelligence service. March 2020. There's a new book out called COVID's Wake. I was reading it this last couple of weeks, and the core paper that killed off any idea that this was a lab leak in China, the proximal origin paper, which was produced with Fauci and Collins of the NIH and NIAID helping it along, was a lie, a conscious lie.
Is any of this news to you, my friend?
Wasn't news for me back then either.
Right.
Sorry.
But that's my point. My point is, this Andrew Sullivan, this is a liberal person. And now this is a liberal person saying, look, these people lied. They knew they were lying. And it was a conscious lie. Is your audio crackling, or is it on my end? My audio is not crackling, but it might be because it's up a little high because Digger's a little quiet, and I might have slid my audio thing up there accidentally. But
that better?
The people who looked at it, we now have their
no, there's
emails,
little cracks once in a while.
in the very
but you're fine.
days
It's
of
not
looking
you.
At the virus. This looks very man-made
It's
to
this.
us. This is so friggin' obvious this is man-made.
Well,
So friggin' obvious, one of them said. And then they wrote the report saying there is no evidence that this...
Right. T. Jefferson, yeah, the audio's cracking. It's off of this clip from Twitter. I don't know why. KBS is good, so let's close this. It's a 4.5 minute clip. But he and Bill Maher eventually start talking about how the Washington Post is partially to blame for this, for deliberately like forwarding that information. And again, it's a giant pile of duh for all of us. It's like a ginormous pile of duh for all of us. Audio is cracking for me too. For just that clip, or let's go here. Let's
No, it sounds like you've been clipped, or it's been your mic. I've heard it. I just assumed it was on my end.
I don't.
It usually is.
I'm hearing it crack once in a while, but let me go here and Who cares? I don't know. That person isn't me and understand what I'm going through at all. So, I mean, go ahead and think whatever you like. It's going to be fine. All right, we are moving right along. I'm glad I fucking busted my hump to get Rumble up. Yep. It is definitely a mic issue for me because it was a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. That person isn't me and understand what I'm going through at all. So, I mean, go ahead and think what. All right, I'm going to have to reboot the computer or something. It's going to be tomorrow. I just tell myself Johnny is burning a wooden wick candle, even though it's still doing it without the clip playing.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like there's, like a bit of a fire crackling.
Right, but I don't know what it is. Oh, another part of.
I've
Oh,
enjoyed
wait.
it.
Let's disable streamer mode on fucking the Discord app, firstly. Because streamer mode on the Discord app is a huge problem. It's taking up more resources for that.
Actually, that helps.
Yeah, you're coming through with a little bit of a crackle, too, so it's.
Darn it.
Many of us knew without
Unplugging
any
and
proof.
replugging it in, yes.
It is, but run it tomorrow is another day. It's warm, toasty fire, Johnny, sitting beside. No worries. Yeah, I'm sitting by a fire. That's all it is. Hey, put your fire pit background up, says Bird Collector. All right, fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Do I have a fire pit background? I have the neon room. Oh wait, yeah, I do. I have we are in the well, not fire pit, but there's a table behind us. I don't have a fireplace.
A fire pit.
No.
Like a little bonfire. No? Oh.
I have the neon room, which is this one.
Don't have a fireplace for Christmas?
No, I have I have the clouds one. And then I have the city skyline one. So yeah, the closest to a fire pit is the one in this. If I take you off
you
of
guys
this,
will just have to pretend that the fire pit is right behind us.
See, there's a table behind us with like a little incense thing burning.
So in your mind's eye, people, that is now a little bonfire sitting behind us, and that's why it's crackling.
See, I can hear you crackle when you talk.
Oh.
Once in a
Weird.
while. Just roll with the bit, unless you can just fiddle with the USB cord, whatever, to make it go away. I literally can't. The only thing I can do is restart my computer and then have to use Minneapolis as G-Locks. I don't think I can get that one up. I like the crackle. It gives it mise en scène. Mise en scène. All right. Anyways, but yeah, we put too many.
It's an ambiance. It's an ambiance. It's like we're sitting around the campfire just hanging out. Only you can't see it because it's behind us.
So yeah, we
We'll just roll with it.
Oh, thank Christ! I saw my screen paused over here, and I was like, "Oh no, did I lose?" All right. Anyways, but yeah, we holy crap, it's getting worse. Put too many.
It's an ambiance. It's an ambiance. It's like we're sitting around the campfire just hanging out. Only you can't see it because it's behind us.
So yeah, we
We'll just roll with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I am going to just have to fucking ignore it for a bit. I fucking don't know what the heck it could be. I have to like wipe caches and get rid of stuff on drives, and I'm going to have to figure out and remember what my Discord login stuff is, because it's always just on here. I haven't had to log in so long. So because apparently that might be part of it, using the app on here. Let's try closing, quit you, and let's actually just check quick. Task manager. What does this say? Whole 80, 64, 63, 30, 56, 52, 49, 58, 54. Yeah, so my system is not running super duper high. So it has to be something to do with the frickin' disconnect reconnect thing that we had to do, messing something up. But
Perhaps.
yeah, because even with Discord and everything running right now, my CPU's hitting 41% as its high idle. Otherwise, it's down to 35. My memory's at 30%. That'll shoot up to about 60, maybe 70 at the most if I have all my tabs open simultaneously. So that's not a thing.
That's oddly specific, smoked out prods.
Yeah, that's a weird one. That is
It's almost like you did that.
I'm sure it's like the plot to a movie or something. I'm sure it's like a movie plot.
Yeah. That being said, yeah, ghosts are meant to be to affect.
See, I'm not hearing crackling anymore.
I'm not hearing it either. There's a little bit of a rumble in the voice, but
I wonder if we go over and look if it'll be doing that now. Let's check it on. We were doing it on the other one here. Let's click live on the YouTube one and see what that says. Live on the YouTube one and see what that says. Live on the YouTube one and see what that says. Yeah, it's totally clear. I'm not hearing any cracking.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And see what that says. Yeah, it's totally clear. I'm not hearing any cracking.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And see what that says. Yeah, it's totally clear. I'm not hearing any cracking.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And
Wow.
Yeah, it's totally clear. I'm not hearing
Yeah,
any
it's
cracking.
fine. Yeah. Wow.
Dun 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 dun.
Wow.
Dun 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 dun.
Wow.
Dun 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 dun.
You're writing a freaking song.
Right? Atomic Ray saying it's Windows 11 fucking garbage. I don't think it's Windows 11. It could be, but I don't have Windows 11 specifically. I don't know.
It's gone now, says Wild. We did it live, says Rusty. Wow. Look at us.
We have an hour and a half left in this program. Holy shit, this time has flown by. Told you it was haunted. No, I'm not.
Right?
All
She
right.
heard us, or the ghost heard us talking about it.
What ghost?
So it disappeared before we had a chance to track it down.
We'll call the Ghostbusters, all right? We'll call the Ghostbusters in.
Works for me.
They'll
I'm glad
deal
I'm not
with
the
it,
only one that
goddamn.
really enjoyed the loop effect.
The loop effect was awesome. I don't care who you are.
That was kind of cool.
You eat a dick. I was hilarious. Told you it was haunted. Wow, says Rusty Grammar. Right? I almost wanted to do that again because I have it. Is it live over there? Did I pause? Oh, I paused it. Do you want to keep playing with this?
Sure.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Well, let's load this like that. And then we got to go to live.
G-Locks. Fucking Windows 98. Get Bill Gates in here.
You promised us that this would be faster with less problems. And the rest of you will be part of Operation Get Behind the Darkies. Excuse me, have you heard of the Emancipation Proclamation? I don't listen to hip-hop. That's my favorite part of the movie. All right, what were we doing? Oh, yes. We were going to stop letting the chickens roost in the computing room. I don't have chickens.
No chickens. There's too many cats.
Yeah,
I have
dude, if I had chickens, I'd have dead chickens if I had chickens. I have cats, and they are predatory.
Yeah.
They will murder. All right, so what should we do? All right, so do you have any idea of lyrics or a noise you want to make to start this off? Do you want to go first? Or?
No. I have
This
no
was all
idea.
your idea.
I don't know. Now we're really actually putting effort into this, Johnny. It might
Yeah.
not work. Because we're like,
No, it totally will.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally gonna work.
You just have to come up with something. We have to give it like a couple of seconds of like dead air, and then boom. And the audience can play along by Twitch and requesting sound drops for money. Did you get the sound drop of Aaron this morning? Says Trucker 18 No, I haven't had time to yet.
What is the sound drop? What's the sound drop? A few people have asked if you've done it yet.
If someone
What
sends me the
exactly was
clip,
it?
if someone sends me the clip, like Mr. Approachable is the one who took the clip. If someone sends me the clip, I can play it. Mr. Q, Johnny, do you want to keep playing with this? You two and the sexual innuendo just don't cease, do they? Not really, I guess. Just wrote a theme for Johnny's Cuck Hams. I think we nailed it, says Smokeout Prods. Okay. Balls Deep with $3. Thank you. Thank you, Balls Deep.
Thank you, Balls Deep. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. Oh, 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 yeah.
All right, so do you want to do that? Hands.
No, we don't want to do that.
You don't want to. You don't want to start it with.
I'm not going to be a part of a looped Barbie sing-off. No.
All right. Well, I'm trying to do this loop bit to kind of just drag it out just a couple more seconds in case anyone's flying around looking for that clip. But I don't.
Wow.
But wow.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, I don't. If I don't have the clip right now, I have to go get it. Is the problem?
Oh.
I have to go get the
effort
clip.
Involved. What is it? Why don't you just describe it to me? Like,
it was from Aaron talking this morning. He said something funny, and I was like, "Oh my god, I totally want that clipped. I totally want that clipped. I collect a few different clips of him every once in a while. I call these my what is it? Job insurance. Where's a few of these? You know, just I have just a few different ones. Like where's
Bull Steve says Approachable
I want
has
these
it.
people segregated.
Yeah, Approachable has it. I can go get it when I'm not doing a show. I don't have the time and ability to do that at the moment. Where's another good one? This one was from one where we were doing a really we were making fun of somebody, and so and I don't think it's the normal person I would say we were making fun of. I don't remember who, but we were doing a joke about like somebody giving a really bad answer in a like Family Feud thing. And so Aaron said this in kind of like a Family Feud style.
Show me child pornography.
That one could be very useful in the future.
Yes, that could. Talk about job security. Wow.
Right? But overall, again, like I said, that was a bit that's taken out of context because that's not who Aaron is. If I could say, I would say in his own words, Aaron would probably admit that he is really at the end of the day.
I'm a thumb in the butt guy.
So that's, like I said, there it is. I'm waiting.
Sorry. She's saying, lols, Jizz just had a mega squirt. And that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Nobody else. Well, actually, not nobody else. I understand why you're laughing.
Because I explained about Jizz.
It's not fun.
Wild, I was watching them the other day for like over an hour. And I was describing to Johnny how they were so smart, these baby eagles, because they know to stick their ass way up in the air and shit out of the nest. And I thought it was so cool.
I tried to do a show. I tried to be awesome.
Just had a mega squirt.
Someone writes that. Now look at her. Look at her. It took me off the screen, so I can't even be distracting. Look at how happy she is with that statement.
I don't have to do sit-ups today. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
For those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, Jizz and Hammy are the names Wild Saffron and I have given to the eagles in the Big Bear Eagle Cam. The two eaglets are Jizz and Hammy. And Jizz just had a mega squirt. And it's fun to watch.
For those of you that are taking this whole conversation sexually, I can see a few of you in the chat are. She means a shit when she says squirt. You gotta make a shit. Here, I'll take you off. Oh wait, we're up. Wrong one. That's me. There you go. Now you're off the screen. You can do whatever you need to do. Apparently, laugh hysterically is what you need. I don't know why you felt the need to remove yourself from the program for that.
No, I probably didn't. I just didn't want to.
G-Locks, so jizz squirted. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a baby eagle. It's taking a shit, and they refer to that as squirting. It is wild saffron and digger's joy to talk about when jizz squirts. Now, I myself view the whole thing as a little childish, which is why I'm fighting a grin as we speak. But it's the fact that you named two bald eagles Jizz and Hammy. Like, the two of you guys are like, what are we going to call them? How about Jizz and Hammy? Like, why? They eat fish. There's not even swine in there. What is Hammy for? And then Jizz. It's just... What?
Why not?
Is she a... What? No. Merca. How about an eaglet
Merca,
named
that's right.
Gay Farts? Mussolini Diff? No. But actually, now that you brought up the farts thing, we can bring Digger back now that she's calmed down a bit.
Yes.
So you can come back. You can come back on now. Dun-dun-dun, bam. So I have to go grab this. We're not going to do the loop thing, I guess, but we do have this clip. We do have this clip that that again, AOC in Colorado.
Oh, right.
This is AOC in Colorado.
We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us to.
Again, I'll play it again. She's kind of quick about it.
We need a Democratic Party that fights harder.
She said farts. Why are you holding up a cat?
Because she's walking on the table. No,
You serious?
Thank you. Who was that? Fettuccine El Poo-Poo.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea, Trucker 18-Wheeler. I've never seen it, and I don't care. Let's do that.
We need shit cleaners for the eagles we will be harvesting for 4th of July. King Kong Dong. We've heard back. The federal government is not cool with that at all. We're just going to have to change it to, like, say, falcons. Okay? We'll have to, eagles just aren't going to fly.
Hey,
Sorry to say
laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower.
Oh, Trucker 18-Wheeler reminded me, I have that clip, or that sound drop. I forgot. That's in page 1. Or 2.
Oh.
I haven't used it in forever. He's talking about this one. The audio crackling is back, and I'm looking at the KBS. The KBS is good, and I don't know what it is. So it's got to be a background process somewhere. I'm almost going to have to start running with my my thing up on... Game over. Yeah, that shouldn't be doing that. All right, so let's see how we do here.
I have a micro penis. This is how I break the news.
Yeah, so I don't know why that was a thing. Game over. See, that one didn't play. It's weird, the crackling thing. It's the fire. I don't know what fire. I don't know where it is. You can go to the website, enter the contest, and name the eaglets. Somehow, I'm not sure Jizz and Hammy would be in the running.
I don't know. There might be others weird like us.
All right. It's fine, says G-Locks. It's obviously something I can't control at the moment, so I will have to look into what it could be going forward. But now it's gone again. So, I mean, I can hear it. I've heard it a couple of times, and I've ignored it when I hear it. But if I hear it, I notice it. So, yes, AOC says the Democratic Party needs farts.
He needs something. I don't know if farts is it, but...
Well, there you go. Democratic Party is, I guess, really the Green Party now. Because of the gas. Alrighty, so Falcons and Skyrats, Seagulls. Got it. I'll place a shipment. What?
Although the seagulls and falcons got to be, remember, the Roadkill Cafe.
What the heck are you talking about?
Because they're not actually exotic. the Roadkill Cafe. I know that's why we were going for the eagles, because that was more exotic, because we're not
Eagles are
supposed
illegal.
to have them. But falcons, seagulls, we can do it. But it's got to be over at the Roadkill.
What do you mean we?
Cafe.
Who's this we thing you're talking about?
We.
What do you
Well,
mean
the
we?
board of directors. Do you think?
There's
is
no
running
board.
all this?
Believe me, I filed my taxes today and things went nice. There's no money for a board of directors. I can't even afford fucking beef jerky at this point. Like, we'll see what happens. But no, there's no meat.
I don't know. We can't be talking like that on the stream there, Johnny.
What do you mean
They're
we
gonna
can't be talking like
revolt. We've got
that?
all
You guys
sorts
are
of
making
people.
up all
We've
these
got employees,
businesses. I
we've got the
can't
board of
talk
directors,
straight
we've
about
got
being broke.
Employees all the way down the board. You know, there are
I'm like trying to find a place to
people
live.
Who would be really upset if
Trying to get a
we had to
house
tell them
or
that
something.
It doesn't exist.
That I can move into, you know, that like my daughter can stay over a couple days. Maybe have room for like a lady if there's one in my life.
Yeah, but wouldn't that all be funded by these businesses that you're suddenly wanting to just like shut down? Like,
If
think
those
of the
businesses
people.
actually made money
The
and I
lost
needed to do these
jobs.
things, I'd be like all for it. But again, like you said, like, wouldn't I want? Yeah, I would want that money.
Snap into a Slim Jim on me.
Thank you, G-Lock.
Boof jerky, half the price of beef jerky.
Boof jerky. What's boof jerky?
I don't know.
Did I say boof? Trucker 18-wheeler, I think gave us the clip because he has to.
Oh, good. Okay.
So here's the Aaron clip, I guess. Again, like I said.
Thank you, Trucker.
Let's alert. And here we go. Aaron and me are here. I'll take me off the screen. Camera on. Camera off.
Is this
wearing the
that
same shirt?
Hi, Harry Sisson, dude.
Yep, this is Harry Sisson.
Okay.
This is the clip that everyone's like, "Oh, did you get the clip?" And it's just I didn't have a chance yet.
What you doing? Can I get a pic of your booty hole?
Oh, fuck.
What you doing? Can I get a pic of your booty hole?
So that's what everybody wants me to have a clip.
Okay.
They wanted me to have a sound drop of.
What you doing? Can I get a pic of your booty hole?
Oh, see, it's better that way if you right after the music. Thank you, Fettuccine Poo Poo, for the 200 bits. Thank you for hanging out with us. We have another hour left in the show. I still have the second hour stuff and the thing I had for the third hour. I'm not getting into anything.
We're good.
Yeah.
We've got stories. We're not going to run out.
We got shit to talk about if we get to it. Meanwhile, again, and I have plenty of things to do after the show because I have the sound drops and the intros that I'm putting together for everything. And then, of course, everybody wants me to. I'm pretty sure I'm expected to have this by tomorrow because people are like, dude, Johnny, you better have it for tomorrow. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go.
What you doing? Can I get a pic of your booty hole?
I might make that his text ringer. I think. Just in general.
Oh, anytime he
Anytime he texts or
that's what
calls.
you're going to hear.
Anytime he calls.
I feel so bad
What?
for the little old lady standing behind you in line.
I don't.
You got me. Say, come on and sleep with me. Come on, why don't you sleep with me?
I
And
haven't put
him
that one on my
talking
phone yet.
about sending you a pic of his booty hole.
Like, yeah, no,
you're
dude,
just
this
gonna
is why.
scandalize the people.
Dude,
around you.
fuck, where's a dude? I gotta see if I have that sound drop still. Boom, nope, it's the portal drops. I'm telling him keep your pants on. Where is it? We both in space. Damn it.
Mussolini. Why can I not say that today? Mussolini death. There's no way we would name it Steven Crowder. That's poor eagle. It's got to give it a decent chance in life. I mean, it would do better starting life with a name like Jizz or Hammy than Crowder. Come on now.
Toucan Sam once again back with the reoccurring bit of just posting a period. I don't know what it is, but awesome.
Hello, Toucan Sam.
I love
Thank
the
you
continuity.
For the period. Yes. Which one, Trucker? He says that's what Johnny asks Digger every night, but I'm wondering which one.
No, I think the one that he's saying is probably this
Aaron's.
one. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
you doing?
that makes more sense.
Can I get a pic of your booty hole?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just wants to floss that he
Okay.
brought us that one.
Okay.
So, all right, so we'll close that out.
I was thinking it would fit just as well for the "Come on and sleep with me." Why won't you sleep with me?
Oh yeah, the again the you're talking. If I'm not mistaken, for those who don't know, you're talking about Sin with
Shut
Sebastian.
up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
You mean this
I
one?
remember that song.
Clip
I
it,
cannot
clip
for
it,
the life
clip
of me
it, clip
remember
it,
who-
clip it.
Yeah,
Sin with
shut
Sebastian.
up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me. I remember that song.
Clip
I
it,
cannot
clip
for the
it,
life of
clip
me
it, clip
remember
it,
who-
clip it.
Yeah,
Sin with
shut
Sebastian.
up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me. I remember.
Yeah, I
and
want
sleep
my
with
ringer
me.
to be just be.
Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me. And sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me. And sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I don't know what's the
Have a
problem.
good day, Wild. Jizz for the win.
You two and your freaking eaglets. It's a weird, weird thing.
It's cool.
I have an hour left in the show, and we have legit taken a moment to address the fact that you lost your mind laughing over Wild informing you, and you understanding this completely when you read it and heard it, but still chuckling. Jizz squirted.
Mega squirted.
Mega squirt. That's right.
He didn't
Forgive
just
me.
Squirt.
Forgive me.
He
Mega
did a mega
squirted.
squirt.
Also, thank you, Trucker, for the $1. All the money that gets thrown in on PayPal and Venmo and them goes straight to the program. But Rumble and YouTube buy out once they hit their pay thresholds. Rumble buys out at any point after we hit the threshold, and YouTube buys out on the 21st. So that's how we do. Johnny, why don't you sleep with her? I'm working on it. Okay, it doesn't happen. There is a slight distance issue to overcome, and I don't know if anyone picked up the hint before, but I have to figure out a living arrangement too, so we got a whole lot to work on. Hot, greasy man
One thing at
boner,
a time.
says Lander. Landers, I don't know why you would have a hot
Hey,
and greasy
Landers.
man boner. I guess take care of it. That's quitter's mentality, says King Kong Dong. No, it's having a to-do list and checking it twice. Just to find out who's naughty and nice. Let's load our second hour stuff here so we can talk about any of these that we want to. We have a rip read one that's kind of going to be fun to talk about for a bit. We have CNN's investigation into fentanyl. They have a trailer. We're going to watch that and laugh at it. We have Guinness Book of World Records video. We have otters escaping a zoo. And
Spurgs that hate me think I'm as plugged into the fucking internet.
No.
all right. And then we have a person that made a video about somebody begging for money, which I always find funny because I have no shame about it. I don't mind. Johnny, you have a Ford Flex living in sleep. SH? I'm not streaming out of my car, okay? What? You got a vehicle with a big back end? Nah. That's not how it works.
That's all you really need. Come on now.
Landers with $5 to clarify, because they don't make hot chick greasy boners.
You got a good point.
Thank you for the 5. Make do or do without is what my grandma taught me. Well, I'm talking. You know what? Never mind. I've seen Marvel movies with Tommy Wiseau. You've seen what in Marvel movies? Smokeout prods. That's the old way, John.
Yeah.
Through
Sorry,
green screens. Oh, good God, no. Good God, no. All right, let's. Oh, I don't want. Why did I full screen this? We're not doing this one first. We're going to this one first to hear about this. I was really taken aback by this title, so we're gonna hit play on this and see what it's either just a trailer. Oh, it's a trailer for it because it's not out. It's not out for 6 days. Ooh, the whole story with Anderson Cooper. So you know this is going to be bullshit. All right. CNN's 2-year investigation into the U.S. fentanyl crisis. Quote, I never really understood what a drug addict was. If that's Anderson Cooper talking, I'll be like, now I know you're lying. I guarantee you that you knew what a drug addict was. All right, so this might be disturbing content. Warning, viewer discretion advised. This is going to be, I don't think any of us are going to watch it when it airs in 6 days, so let's see the trailer and see what happens.
We found you overdosed in a parking lot at the gas station, okay? You weren't breathing?
Addiction is very painful, it hurts.
It changed
Right. I'm sorry, are we learning new stuff now? When does that start?
my whole chemistry.
Yeah.
And my way of thinking.
Right.
I wanted to be clean so bad.
Whoa,
but
I
it's
don't
just
know
too
that I want
hard.
to show these things.
I thought, this is my poor daughter. What happened to you? What happened to you?
Where are you?
Where?
This all seems, but I'm going to say right now, just off of the first 30 seconds, it all seems very duh. Like, I'm sorry, did nobody tell you that people become different people when they become addicted to substances? It changes who they are because their fundamental need structure changes. So none of this is news. I think Digger prefers a Saab or a Volvo.
As opposed to the El Camino?
All you need is an El Camino, plenty of space for landscapers and their tools. Right, but that's an open air thing. And I like living in a house. I don't know if any of you have tried living in like a domicile, but it's pretty nice. I'd like to avoid an apartment building for a variety of reasons. Over the Ford Flex. Oh, Magic Cable. Well, I got bad news for you. I don't have Saab or Volvo money. I have pay off my Ford Flex money, and that's pushing it. That's all I have. So yeah, good God, I never really understood what a drug addict was. I hate when they put those weird qualifiers on there. Who's saying that? Who's saying that? Because unless it's like somebody who had like a relative who's a drug addict, you're like, look, I never really understood. But it's just, again, we all understand what a drug addict is. And just the fentanyl crisis thing, I wanted to see more if we could get into more of like where it's coming from and stuff. But now I'm like gun shy on playing it because I almost saw a boob. It's like, uh-oh.
Oh. I thought you were concerned that she was strapping up to shoot up.
Well, I assumed they
you were
weren't
upset about the booby. Jeez.
Well, like here's the thing: strapping up to just about shoot up is not going to get me banned unless they actually show them like shooting up and stuff. But boobs, ooh boy, not good.
Okay. Good
So
to know. I've never had to look into whether or not I can show boobies on a stream and get away with it. It's just never been a thing for me. But I'm glad that you had to go and.
Well, if there were fucking G-locks. Windowless vans are pretty cozy. Yeah, and then I look like a child abductor. No, thank you.
Well, just paint it blue or red and it'll be fine. It's just the white ones.
You're so racist against panel vans. I'll have you know that I, for one, hot take, I, for one, believe, because I believe that any panel van could belong to an abductor. So I don't trust them. Even if it says cable TV on the side.
I'm such a bigot.
I'm like likely excuse. I bet you have that racking on top just to sell the bit. How many kids are in there?
I'm sorry for being such a racist in my panel van.
This is only white panel vans abduct children. No.
Those blue and red ones.
Child abductions are panel vans all day, my friend. That's it. Lander saying the shop is loud. All I heard was strap on. Well, that might also be your brain.
The biggest thing with the fentanyl deaths is the fact that, unlike other drugs, fentanyl is being put in other drugs, right? You didn't used to, back in the day, buy a bag of pot and find out that it's laced with cocaine, right? That didn't happen. But nowadays, you buy in drugs, and it doesn't matter what drug you're buying, there will be fentanyl in it. And that's how they're getting all these fentanyl addicts. These poor people that just wanted to, drop acid or swallow MDMA for a fun night on the weekend before they go back to their crap ass job again.
These poor people just want to get crazy
now
sloppy.
They're all addicts. It's horrible.
Crazy sloppy with illicit drugs. These poor bastards can't trust the blow. It's not fair.
Right? Well, more importantly, you can't trust your pot, man.
What do you mean you can't trust your pot? Yeah, you can.
No. Well, it's not quite so bad here now. I know
if it's legal, you
Delta
can trust it.
and Richmond back in the early 2000s, 2010, that era, there was actually meth being sprinkled on bags of weed to get the kids started. It didn't work well.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really work very well. But that's what they're doing, basically. That's what they've done with the fentanyl, is they're putting it in like everything now.
Yeah, but the problem with that is fentanyl has a no fuck up ratio. Like a lot of drugs have an FAFO ratio where it's like you could have a couple of fuck ups and still walk away, alive at the end of it, to have another fuck up. But heroin in particular is one where you can have a few and get close to the line and be like, oh my God. Or I think probably blow and a few others where you can really kind of run the line and maybe make it okay. You overdo it with the fent, and it's just, you're done. You just turn off.
That's why I had such a hard time understanding why dealers were doing this, lacing everything with the fentanyl, because you're just potentially killing off your customer base, which didn't make any sense to me. But apparently that doesn't matter anymore, because the fentanyl makes people addicted enough that they're going to keep coming back until they OD. At least that's the way it works in my town.
I don't know. I've only had fentanyl once, and it was administered under a clinical setting, and I will say more terrifying than addictive in my particular situation. I've had bad trips before, but this was one where I got done with that, and I was like, I never want to have that stuff given to me again. The way it just turned me off. Not like now I can't get a boner. I was laying on a table, and they're like, all right, we're going to administer the drip. You'll feel it kicking in a few seconds. And I didn't feel anything kick in. I just went, ooh. And it's just literally falling into a warm puddle. And I was just out. Scares the fuck out of me. Scares the shit out of me. And I just would never want something like that. Ugh. So I don't know. I also have to pause this whole conversation because I've let it slide and it's getting to me. Landers and Trucker 18-wheeler over in the Rumble chat. If I could just for you guys. Oh, dude, and I had the crash that I recorded that I gotta get the fucking sound drop to. The shop's loud today. All I heard was strap on. We talked about that. Trucker 18-wheeler saying, so Johnny doesn't want to see boobies. No, sir. And you know this for a fact. I didn't want to show boobies on my stream for fear of being reprimanded. And you are well aware, and you know, but still playing ignorant, sir, saying so he's gay. No. He's just interested in keeping his revenue streams open. All right. And actually that kind of sounds gay too. Now that I think about revenue streams, money flow, cash flow. That's what we want to keep
Yeah.
This is how bad you guys have got. I'm afraid to say I want to keep the business going. The stay here, the business. Fucking goddamn it. All right, anyways, so trucker 18-wheeler $1. What I learned today is doesn't want to see boobies and use strap-ons. He's gay, confirmed. Again, trucker 18-wheeler, if he doesn't get his joke, he's like, look, I'll pay money. Here's my joke. And I will say this, even if the joke sucks, I appreciate that understanding that that's how, the give and take, you know? Thank you for the $1. Like, I mean, if you're gonna call me gay, okay, but you know, like, fucking throw in some money, put a little stank on it. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. Like, I can live with that. Look, I it needs to be one of two ways. I am either being called straight and broke, or as this audience would rather prefer, and I guess I have to too now. People, they can call me gay and they can pay me money. And then it's like, all right, everyone thinks I'm gay, but
they're paying you.
Right? Like $20 is $20. So
yeah.
Thank you very much, Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal. Kidding. I'm not even linking them today because one, I don't have the correct links put up yet. And two, more importantly, like we have $5 to make for next Monday. So I'm just literally, for the sake of I'm in a great mood, taxes went well and everything, we're just having fun. And if people want to, they want to. Johnny wants the money train to stay. Yeah. It's not even a train. It's more of a money trickle, but it's better than just going, I'll rely on disability because sure, that'll be here forever. I'm not retarded. Okay, I'm not that retarded. All right, even if I was that retarded, I at least know better. My friend in HS, I think he means high school, she had a morphine pump after her scoliosis surgery, and she said she went through withdrawal from that. Sounded bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, any drug that you're on regularly, you're going to have withdrawal from. Things like morphine and, morphine, heroin, a lot of your harder ones. I don't know what it's like to withdraw from those. I know what it's like to have weed withdrawal, which I can qualify as meh. But you got to like smoke a lot for a while and then completely stop for a while. I think most potheads, I don't know about you, but most potheads have enough how shall we say step down setups where it's like, no, I'm gonna clean this bowl and smoke this resin shit real fast. And then it's like, yeah, everyone's like, dude, how can you do that? Because that got me like another 2 days. And then I got some weed. Like, I feel like that's how it went for,
I always keep my roaches.
Oh, you know, everyone's got different ways they do it. Opium is a lot better, says MSO. Never had it. Never had it. I don't know what he's even talking about. All right. Which business? The milking farm? Again, Landers, there's only one business. There's the whole, I do a show on the internet to afford life. That business, it has a shop with merch. Feel free to buy it. So glad he came clean about his homosexual prostitution exploits. It was getting to be a pain trying to wash that money. There's no exotic meat market or any. No, don't start. I'm a gay prostitute out there. I don't need that either. I don't remember. Haven't been out of pot since 2004, says Mr. Q. Well, aren't you lucky? Yeah. Ironically, before it was legal in the state of Minnesota, especially since I was disabled and stuff, and not working, I couldn't afford it a lot of times. Once it became medically available, I jumped on that train as fast as humanly possible, and thank Christ for that. Johnny, have you ever had a prostate massage? Nope, Los Federales. Unfortunately, though, the hourglass is winding down on that deadline.
You're an old fart soon.
Dude, am I the only person who feels like if that's going to happen, I'm going to have to, find a way to, pressure wash my butthole? I don't...
Oh, no, they set you up for it. Don't worry. And I'm sure I've had to have a colonoscopy, and they made damn sure there was nothing in there before I ever showed up. I'm sure they would do the same for a prostate exam, I would think. Right? Maybe not?
I don't know. All I know is it's weird.
I just.
You're welcome, by the way. Digger had me at the shop till midnight sweeping up all the tables we broke.
Well, now you won't do it again next time.
Latex in poppies. What?
I was wondering about that too. Magic 8-Ball. It's easy. Grow a poppy, slice it, collect the latex, smoke it. I don't understand the collect the latex bit.
They just glove up and dig in. I don't know what.
Interesting. I'm confused too, Lexi.
Lab glass. Nobody should be on a milking table. All right? Never. Never, ever. They call it latex. I think it's not really latex, says Magic 8-Ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what any of what they're talking about is. I've had a colonoscopy. You'll be empty. Yeah, but they're not going to my colon. They're fingering my goddamn prostate. So it's a whole different ball of wax. Or shit in this case. I knew, and it hasn't happened yet. So let's not. Why are we trying to? I had a great day today. Why are we trying to depress me with? By the way, eventually somebody's gonna have to tickle your prostate with your finger, with his finger, and be like, "Hey,
well,
so how do you feel about your sexuality?"
I understand it's supposed to feel good.
That's the problem. I don't want to be gay.
The movies all told me that you guys
Right?
it'll feel good when you guys have that done to you.
That's what I heard.
So,
I've never found
why
out.
are you complaining then?
Because I don't want to suddenly start what if the doctor's a dude? I don't want to suddenly start being like,
squish our boobs in between metal things and squish.
yeah, you have
You're
torture
getting something
devices.
That's pleasurable.
Right,
You're
but then
getting
I'm going to
something that's
question my
pleasurable.
sexuality for the rest of my life. Is that worth it to you? It's not to me.
I think it might be. It's a physical reaction.
I might have
and
a
it's
shorter
pleasant
life
one.
this way, but at least I'll be, firm in my belief, solid, hard, like wood. Just that I like the ladies. I don't want to.
Not like room.
Don't be anal with the doctor for the prostate exam. I mean, Johnny's afraid to get a boner during the exam. Dude, I had a. I won't say who. I will say someone told me. Well, I was gonna give it away when I tell the story. It's a guy. A guy that I'm friends with that I met. I won't say when, where, how, or what part of my life this is from. But at some point in my life, I was friends with a guy who told me a story about when he got his nipples pierced. He came when the second one was pierced. He didn't have a boner. He didn't go in there with a boner. They pierced. He has sensitive nipples. They pierced the first nipple, and then they pierced the second one. And when the second one was pierced, immediately came. Yep.
Interesting.
Right. So I don't know how I got on that story. Was it somebody saying?
It sounds like you're concerned that when you get your first prostate exam, you
Yeah,
may just
actually. I don't want to know that about myself. I always say, the difference between a freak, deviant person is someone who looks for new levels of no, I need something new. And that's why I've made it my sexual journey, if you will, to be I know what I like, and I just kind of revolve. When I'm bored with one, I go back to one of the other ones, and I just kind of stay in that kind of realm. I don't want to live in a place where I'm no, now I got to one-up it, because then you become Randy from South Park. You got to watch fucking Japanese vomit porn before you can, before a spooky ghost jumps into the room. So I don't want to do that. Of course, we had to talk about porn. That's not it's a freaking cat signal for you to come down and do this, Al. Hey, everybody, your favorite cat's back. Wait, the coach had door knocker nipples. Nice. What? No, I'm definitely not talking about Aaron. For any of you that want to read it that way. Definitely not talking about Aaron.
Digger does not want to put any fingers up anyone's asses. Okay, it's an exit only. Mine and everyone else's exit only. I'm not going anywhere near him. Thank you, Brian.
Johnny asked Digger for
Yes.
a peg when she comes to visit, and she threatened to cancel the trip. I just double checked. They call the white stuff from the poppy latex. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Did your sexual journey begin in Scottsdale? I don't know why they would ask. Well, looks like I won't be finding a job in the piercing world. I mean, again, optic nerve, maybe. I don't know. I don't. Los Federales, what is newborn baby giraffe syndrome? Go, Al, cat, go. Well, actually, Mr. Q, Al wanted to say hi to everybody else. So,
hi,
Al.
Al.
Speaking of which, buddy, I got to make your appointment. Hey, everybody. Hey.
Aw. That's awesome. He gets off with the dog, and then he comes up for the after sex.
No, he didn't. He didn't hump the dog. He was just yowling to get my attention.
Oh, he was just yowling for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I wouldn't be picking him up and being like, "Hey, everybody, look, we just got done humping a dog." All right, now where are you going?
Yep.
Ooh, no, wait. He might just be going to his cat toy. Because I moved his cat tower on the other side of the desk now, so he can bother me and pester me to his heart's content, or he can go to his cat tower. Do you want? Yeah, he wants to come back. There we go. There we go, because I love him.
Aw.
My boy. I bet money that Digger pegging Johnny would get his feet moving quick, says Smokeout. He'd be like the Road Runner. No! I'm not getting pegged, okay? We're not finding this out. We are not finding.
We're not finding
what I
this
mean?
out. No,
see what I mean? This is
know,
what I'm worried about. Like people are like, "Oh, I don't need to learn these things about myself because I'm happy with who I am." I don't need to like learn that there was another level deeper that you can only unlock from the back, and I don't want to do that. All right? Like I don't want to do that. G-Locks, I think it's worth a try, John. SH, does Alucard have a new poop he wants you to see? That's usually what my cat is yowling about. No, this little noisy bastard. What? It's an accurate description. I just drove him off. Oh, is the walker in the way for you? There you go. Jump up on your cat tower. That little noisy bastard. Like fucking. He yowls when he wants attention. Like him going to take a dump is the quietest thing he'll do. And you have to be a good cat owner or otherwise they won't be able to cover after a certain point. So I can say this from having cleaned the litter pan right after he's used it, that cat's ass can go nuclear. So yeah, keep that litter pan freshly scooped because otherwise he will keep it freshly pooped. It'll be horrible. Oh, now he's spinning around like crazy on the thing. You adorable little bastard. All right. Let's see. I think it's worth a try. Pretty sure Johnny only does missionary. I do. I don't know. It's in the sexual world, the term that's most often used, I think, is the CPR dummy. I just kind of lay there.
You just lay there and take whatever gets handed.
See, like if you call it missionary, that implies that I'm involved. Okay, like we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest. Fucking flat as a board, just burp, just straight out. All right, let's kick and shuffling either way. I take. All right, Smoke Out Prods, please explain to me what I take dumps like a tennis player means. I got to take my camera off the screen for a second. Al, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? No, don't bite that cable. Dude, back off. He's being a fickle little bitch. I'm sorry. 1 second. The next topic is Lexi saying next top. Oh, do we have to move on? Apparently we're taking too long on this. I've been telling you for years MS is cured through the butthole, says Labglass, with $5. I just want to thank, I've said this before.
If you would just let Labby peg you the one time, damn it, you'd be cured and never have to worry again.
I just, all right. I just feel like Labglass's whole through the butthole theory.
I trust him.
I don't.
I think he's fully got medical research behind that theory. I'm sure of it.
No, I guarantee you he doesn't. You know what he has behind that? He has his desire to peg me behind it.
Raging hard on.
Really? Did you have to just paint that vivid of a picture?
Yeah, I did.
I have 30 minutes left in this program, and now you're pitching the idea that I should let a guy me in the butt because it'll fix me? Like, no.
Well, we don't know for sure if it'll fix you or not.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we do. I feel like the medical
complain about the whole legs not working thing. So, I mean, isn't anything worth a shot once?
I feel like in the MS community, there have probably been people who enjoy a good pegging to the point where if it had any sort of auxiliary...
Uh-huh. It's like me and Mussolini. Oh, I said it right that time, damn it. Sometimes words suck. Auxiliary? Is he muted or am I muted? I didn't touch anything. I can't hear a word you're saying. Has he muted me? Fuck. Oh my gosh. Did you... You're muted, you know that, right?
I've had my mic muted this whole time.
Yes, you did.
And here's the thing. When I muted my mic, I hit the monitor button because I was doing the I'm looking at you sightline thing. And,
Yeah, I keep fucking that up.
it's fine. I have to practice because for you it's this way, for Aaron it's this way. So I keep fucking that up. I didn't look because I was trying to look like I was talking to you. Didn't look. I just kind of put my finger up where the red light was and I hit a button. And I hit the monitor button, so I couldn't hear you at all. I just heard me talking.
You could hear me telling you that you couldn't be heard. Perfect.
Yeah. Because if my mic is muted, I'll hear it when my mic is muted. But if I have monitoring on, I hear muted channels. So I muted my mic and accidentally turned on the monitoring for my mic, and that's... Now I'm getting words fucked up. We have 30 minutes left. I have a lot of shit to cover. We should maybe move on.
Let's cover the shit.
In what? Chocolate sauce?
Brian the Science comes in saying, I am the science, and I say MS is cured through the butt.
I'm sorry. I certify Lab Glass to treat you. No, you don't. You don't get to make those. You don't get to make those decisions, sir.
But he's the science.
Lab Glass saying, it's fucking science. Emphasis on the fucking.
Right?
I feel like we knew that part. But thank you. Emphasis on the butt.
Getting Amazoned is pretty hot. Bull Steve, what's getting Amazoned?
I don't know that I want to know that.
I kind of really want to.
What's up, Johnny? You dad man and what into butt, says Balls Hank.
Good to see you, Balls Hanger. I
didn't do anything to deserve this. It was such a great day. And now I'm being accused.
I don't know. I've been having a grand time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad you are. Woo.
You don't owe any money. You come back here. We're trying to cure your MS. You know, I don't understand. How could it not
You're
be,
trying to
how could
cure
it be
my
better?
MS by booking me guy dates to stuff me in the ass. I don't know how this helps
don't
anybody.
know it won't work. That's
I
what I'm
do know
saying.
it won't work. I'm pretty sure if there was a correlation between butt stuff and MS being cured, a few gay guys would have let us know by now.
I don't know. They might just be keeping it to themselves.
At first I couldn't walk, but now I can't thanks to the miracle of cock. Like, I feel like that would have come out. What?
That damn near came out my nose.
That's why she had to work on swallowing, gentlemen.
You can't say that sort of stuff when I've got it come up in my mouth.
I couldn't see because I was looking at you, not at you.
Oh, right. Which,
Ha-ha!
Ah. Liquid evidence. Good to see you. Fuck, I'm late. What did I miss? J money? Yes, you missed a bunch of J money.
Where's the J money? Oh, what did I miss? J money?
Yeah.
No, just, I think liquid evidence is calling me J money.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe this. Thing.
Yeah, no. Even if that's what liquid evidence was saying, I'm saying that's not what liquid evidence was saying because I don't need them coming after me.
I will be right back. My alarm is going off and it's just out of reach.
All right. Well, I'm going to do the whole Discord thing for you so you feel better. I know how you get. You don't know until you try it, Johnny. Mr. Science Denier, says Landers. Landers, you again have a very pointed opinion on this topic. And I think, quite frankly, you're trying to use anything to justify the means.
I think he might be right.
Digger's real name is Peggy, says Optic Nerve.
He won't know until it's too late.
I asked him to do, she asked me to do an impression of Al Bundy, so I was sitting there and went, oh, Peg, and she flipped me over and fucked me in the ass. She told me I asked for it.
And then I got over to the Rumble chat. It worked.
God damn you. We have 30 minutes left. What do we even... I don't know. We have things we could talk about.
Let's see how it feels.
What?
Oh, I'm just reading.
Getting leg spasms. Throw me forward. Hyundai and Rolls Royce. Oh yeah, okay. So we have this. A lot of people who hate Donald Trump said that the tariffs wouldn't have any effect and wouldn't work. A lot of other people, like myself, said I have no idea if it'll have any effect or work. But for the people who said
Korean,
don't worry, it will work column, there was the first win was the Korean thing, right? Like the Koreans signing on to build processors here. So that was the first big win. I think we have another one in the win column then. Johnny the chat's boner could use the cure. Well, I thought we were supposed to be curing my MS. Oh, could be the cure, not could use the cure. Johnny, the chat's boner could be the cure. No, it isn't. It is definitely not. It is definitely not. That one. Not gonna lie, bet you Digger is a whole lot of fun. ... in bed. Okay.
Probably.
Oh, you're off the screen. Do you need to stay off the screen, or do you want me on? You look like you might.
Oh no, I'm fine.
I didn't know if you were
I'm good to
rigging
go.
a deal.
I'm looking up the Amazon sex position right now. Someone mentioned it. Someone else said I don't know it, and then SH said she has.
And
to
this
go and get a
thirsty little beaver
diagram.
needs a drink. All righty.
And then she said, "Oh, that's not so bad." So now I need to see.
I don't know. I couldn't wait like 30 minutes. Oh. Because you could look it up then.
Oh, weird. Okay.
What?
I can see how that works.
Why are your eyes closed?
It's tiny little printing. I'm squinting. I'm trying to read it.
Okay.
It's tiny. Do you?
No, I can't see it on
I know.
Because I said a thing, and then you're sitting there like this, and I'm like, did I make a bad joke? Jesus.
No, I'm trying to read.
Because all I was
how to
saying,
do
like,
this
I wasn't even.
Amazon
It's
thing.
a Jeff Hardy thing. Says smoke out prods. I fuck if I know. I don't. G-Locks, prepare your anus for medical treatment. No, let's not. At SH, most dudes don't bend that way. What? Bend what way?
Yeah, well, it's a Jeff Hardy thing.
Johnny may bend enough because of the lack of muscle tissue. Ah, beaver
That's what I was
season.
thinking.
Mr. Q pointing out beaver season is coming up at the end of April. I didn't know that was a. Didn't know that was a thing. Brian Science, I looked at a different idea of what it is, but it looked pretty okay to me. Like Beckham. I can't bend it like Beckham. It's tiny, Johnny. She has to squint at it. All right, so this is, I get like, after all the fun we had, nobody's going to care anyway, so I'm just going to hit play. We're going to keep hanging out for another half hour. By the way, there's news on the economy. Nobody gives a shit because we're too busy talking about how people are trying to
about
me in the
sex
butt
positions.
and weird sex positions. But if you do care, possible uptick in the future economy.
An auto giant Hyundai will announce a $20 billion investment in the United States when its chairman visits the White House today. Sources say that pledge includes $5 billion set for a steel plant in Louisiana with plans to hire 1,500 employees and produce next-generation steel for Hyundai and Kia cars. That move comes after similar investment commitments from SoftBank and chipmaker Taiwan Semiconductor earlier this year. South Korean auto giant Hyundai will announce a $20 billion investment in the
So now South Korea is giving us car manufacturing stuff. I care more about the hoe economy. Hoe economy? Brian the Science? I don't know if I have time for the hoe economy. I don't know. Try it sometime. I know a guy who may be willing to try. I don't want, why is it just not enough to say, I don't want to have sex with you? Like, that's like a thing that you should be able to tell like other guys, and they should be like, oh, this dude doesn't want to have sex with other dudes. I feel like I've been putting the same message out there day in, day out. I'm a cock sheath kind of guy. I gotta have my lady to kind of dip the wick in. It doesn't work any other way for me. I'm sorry. And I don't want to try butt stuff. It's just. All I'm hearing is cha-ching because all steel is coated with resin. Johnny, SH is a chick. Yeah, SH is a chick. But what was, who was it saying? Somebody. I don't know. Now I'm really confused. Like, I was on a very definitive, I'm just protecting my booty hole from all comers, and
yeah. It's a no-go in the butthole. Is that what you're saying?
Just put a...
Doesn't matter who's asking.
God,
You just say
it's
no.
so done after that. Oh, it's over. Just let it be over. Didn't mean to say that. But yes.
Smoked out progs. Yes, butt stuff. No MS. Yes, butt stuff. No MS.
Smoke out prods. We will not be silenced. SH. Yay, economic growth. Smoke out prods. It can be both, though. It can be no to butt stuff and no to MS. Like, we can do both. We don't have to do butt stuff. We can say no to both. We can veto both. God damn it. Oh, G-Lock's pointing out, just to reassure me, you can't run away if old Peggy wants to try it.
That's why Joni's not coming to my place. He's afraid that once he comes up the death stairs, I'll never let him out again.
Well, I mean, that part wouldn't be so bad. It's the worrying about getting pegged. It's all connected. One big web, says Brian the Science. Johnny's going to invest in a chastity belt so people... Thank you, Mr. Q. I'm going to invest in a chastity belt, to quote Mr. Q, so people. Brian says all connected. Smoke a prods.
Would your chastity belt just be an anal plug?
Dude, I'm not going. No. Because then I'm getting fucked in the ass by the anal plug. You know, why can't it just be? Why can't it be like a metal flap, like a cock deflector? You know what I mean? Plus, then, I have to, no, I'm not doing that. Like, my leg is twitching like crazy. Balls deep with a YouTube clip. Oh, I'm sure this is great. I'm sure this is star spangly awesome and absolutely nothing to do with me or anyone else. Nope.
It's a no-go. Uh-oh.
And I'm going to do that and go like this.
It's a no-go in the butthole. Is that what you're saying? It's a no-go in the butthole. Is that what you're saying?
It's a no-go in the butthole. So we got that. It's a no-go in the butthole. I'm actually happier with that than in goddamn voice cracks. My freaking, I don't know if the humidity's changing a lot down here or what, but my throat is dry as hell. I drank all of the coffee I had earlier. And I've let the remainder, because it's really hard to drink when it gets down to just the foam and the ice, I let the remainder melt. Oh, milky water.
Oh, see, Labby's doing it right. He's saying, I don't have to fuck you. So it's not that he wants to be in that booty. He says it can be a toy. He's just really trying to get the science out there for all the people with MS.
No, you're not. Then find another volunteer. Because let me tell you, this one's back door is closed for business. We don't do that. All right? You go knocking on someone else's back door for that thing. I ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All right. Let's close that then. Thank you. Who was that? Balls Deep. Thank you for the clip. I appreciate it. That was awesome of you. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
All right. So
that's a clip my mom would be proud of, I think.
All right. So where is the Snow White box office thing? Oh. Oh boy, someone posting from the other day of the, oh dear Lord. Let's go to this one. Oh, this is a minute 18. This is a minute 18. I don't know if a minute 18. All right, so March 21st. No ticket sales. (22nd) 10 a.m. No ticket sales. No ticket sales. No ticket sales. Oh, 2 seats were sold there. Okay, 1 seat sold.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, actually, hold on. I have more of a question than anything. Who the heck is 1 seat Joe?
710. 710. One dude sitting all alone in the thing at 710.
What if it's? We don't know if it's a dude. It doesn't say the gender.
Well, one person, a
right, but you say dude and you pitch it like it's gonna be like a My Little Brony just sitting there going, "I wish I was Snow White," and that could be a thing. But
in my head, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing. I'm lonely old man sitting there.
I'm seeing somebody that, unless you're incredibly socially awkward, you feel weird as fuck in this movie theater. Like, you are the only one who bought a ticket. you're the only one there. Like, I just feel like I couldn't watch a movie if I was in a movie theater. All of those seats all around me. I could sit anywhere I want. Awesome. But it's just all those seats all around me, the smells, the lights, everything. Movie theaters are an experience that I didn't get to have a lot as a kid. I had a lot more when I was older. And so, like, for me, like, I didn't get to have it a lot as a kid. So I really, I developed, like, a weird, like, I love movies. I only go and see movies I really love at the movie theater. Like, I don't just go to the movie theater, like, what's the new movie? Like, no, I really want to see this movie in theaters. Like, that's where it is. Like, for example, Deadpool and Wolverine. Well, actually, let's just be honest. Deadpool 1, 2, and 3 in theater. Like that, a lot of the X-Men movies in theater. Like, if I'm at a movie theater and I don't really want to see the movie, I'm there because someone else wanted to see that movie and asked me to come with them for one reason or another. Is really it. So
fair enough.
So I just, again, to see this, I would lose my mind at the movie theater. I would be sitting there the whole time, just like, doesn't matter what's happening in the movie, I'm just going to start singing. I'm just going to be like, 1 is the loneliest number that you ever knew. Because there's nobody there. And it would just make me giggle and feel comfortable to just be like, yeah, there's nobody here. And then so I would just serenade the movie, I think, the whole time. And then I'd probably have to leave. I couldn't enjoy a movie just sitting there. If I want to watch it by myself, it needs to be like a private seating arrangement thing. Or the movie has to have been out forever. Again, this is like opening weekend. This is like, it just came out, up 2 more, so we got 2 more, so 5. With those 3, so 5. All right, so we've got...
It's a good thing they're doing 5 showings a day.
Dude, and now
theater.
nobody again, and nobody again. Although this is, I don't know, is 4DX the regular viewing type, or is that a special type?
Don't know.
All right, so now again, nobody. Okay, so it seems like the first 3 days, everybody that can really see the movie, did. So if we're to take that as an indication of box office sales, they are going fucking nowhere. Like, not even like underperform, which Disney has done to all of the shit that they've taken and revamped and remade. Like, it's underperformed. Star Wars, the show, started underperforming because, again, all the stupid bullshit. But this is one where it's like, this was yours. This was a Disney property from, beginning to end. And you fucked it so hard that your fan base that has kept multiple, thank you for leaning on I gotta like glue my armrest. There's a part of it that, anyways, you don't care. Anyhow, so like this frickin' company has kept multiple, overpriced theme parks afloat. They've spawned numerous like movie series, television series, streaming channel. Been around forever, and now we have literally empty-ass theaters for no other reason than the fact that everyone's like, yeah, no, fuck you, get fucked. So I can't, like, cue the actresses being like, oh, it's because people are afraid to go out and support, this, that, or the other because Donald Trump won. Like, I can't wait to hear how this comes back to mega politics in one way or another. Or misogynistic men. It has nothing to do with, like, I'm sorry, that's an empty movie theater. Not like, we found what? Like a handful of bitches and 1 cattail? Your cat, I love how your cat just walked through the frame. You're having a good chuckle. Are you
creeping so slowly?
And since
like,
it was
I know I'm not supposed to do this, so instead of not doing this, I will do it right in front of you, but I'm going to go very slowly.
That was actually really, really
won't
awesome.
Notice. It was adorable. I allowed it.
Right?
She won.
It would have been hilarious if you, at that point, you had sang that because it was just a single cat. If you just been like, 1 is the loneliest number. All right. So yes, Snow White. Snow White's a steaming pile in the garbage. It's effing science. I effing knew it. Don't know what to try it. Johnny. I don't have to. Yep. All right. You don't see Montel Williams having all your problems. Think about it, Johnny. Yeah, he has a lot more money, and gets a lot better treatments, and none of them. You know what? Why don't you go ask Montel Williams if he takes a dick up the ass to solve his MS issues? And when you get him to confess that, like live in front of a camera, I'll think about it. Probably still refuse. They do take a political view on it because Gal Gadot is Israel person and Rachel Zelliger is Palestinian backer. So they already have their political shit. Right, but I'm saying, what are they going to use as the reason why it's a monumental flop?
That's because Disney sucks.
The IMAX screen of the biggest theater near me has only 30% of the show that's starting in 40 minutes, and the 10 p.m. show has only sold 6 seats. 6. Oh, that's sad. And this movie had... Oh, fuck. Dude, do you want to guess how much they spent on this movie?
Oh, 80 billion.
80 what? 80 million?
80 million, yeah. Was it 80 billion?
No, not 80 billion. It was $269 million. 400,000.
Holy shit.
$269,400,000.
Wow. That's bad, but for a second there, you had me thinking that it was 80 billion. That's an awful lot of money for a crap.
Yeah, dude. And it's literally just people posting pictures of literally Snow White theaters just having seats open. Just theater seats open. That's all they're posting is oh, we've got one. Again, for people being like, oh, they're just getting the pictures before people buy their tickets, whatever. If you don't believe, and somebody decided to make a lot of noise, if you don't believe that it's an empty movie theater, I guess we have this one.
Control him. Hey, what are you doing?
Live Lilo and Stitch. Of course they're going to promote that in the movie. They did reshoots, an entire movie's worth of CGI and promotion. Right. It was $269 million. Yeah. Over $250,000 for a movie for nobody. Right? Disney has already spent over $500 million on this. Over 500? Damn. Johnny was the initial cost. Triple it for reshoots and
yes, the 269 was the original cost or initial cost.
Okay, so then if we're doing 269 to 270, so it's 810 million, roughly 811. I had a crush on Montel Williams from elementary school through high school, but I couldn't watch him since he kept having Sylvia Brown on the show. I don't know who Sylvia Brown is. What if tongue punching your butthole cured MS? You gotta be down then, right, Johnny, says Landers? No. You assume I just have to be okay with something because I have MS. You know what I learned off of slowly getting off of all but my antidepressants currently? Is that, you know what? Like, when it comes to my MS, I have a lot of problems with it, but I can deal with some of the problems I have over making myself worse in other ways to deal with those problems. So if curing my MS means I gotta have someone tongue punch my fart box, I don't think so. All right, I'm not in on that. 500 million plus, that's insane. It's like Disney's trying to destroy itself. It is SH, which worries me because they have like Star Wars and Marvel. Well, actually, I gotta be honest, it's just Marvel. It's just Marvel. Marvel in my fucking dry throat.
I have to say we nearly missed this, and I don't want you to miss it at all. Los Federales has a wonderful idea for a new T-shirt for you in the merch store.
Okay.
He says it's just gotta say, "I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all."
I'm not against the idea because it's a really easy like I just gotta go get the Johnny doll, slap that on the shirt, throw the phrase on there, and boom, we're done. But
Yeah.
so that's a pretty easy one I could whip up in maybe the next couple of days. So I'm not against it, but like, and I might even, because I do kind of like the idea. It is funny. I might even throw that on there. I'm gonna anticipate anything I throw on there is gonna move like everything else I have on there. Speaking of which, I do have to.
Well, you know.
All right.
I tried to order shit. It just didn't like me.
Saint Caesar saying, "Don't worry, Marvel will bounce back with Avengers: Secret Wars." Avengers: Secret Wars is supposed to have Robert Downey Jr. as what's his nut? Doctor Doom, and I don't know. Robert Downey Jr. was cool as Iron Man. Loved him playing the character, but now I feel like he's trying too hard to stay there after they wrote him out, and it's like I don't know. So it's dangerous. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Let's close that out. That movie's going horribly. Probably not going to do better. I don't know if we have 6 minutes, so I would have to. I don't even have enough time for the Mersh thing. I'll watch the Mersh thing.
Aw.
Do you want to watch the Mersh thing?
To the Mersh thing, yeah.
To the Mersh thing, to Mersh ripping on needing money and getting like someone putting together him like just all right, fine, fuck it. We'll do the Mersh thing.
Yeah.
We might even go a few minutes long. We started late. And because you asked for it, and I'm a slave to your whims. Let's go. This is Mersh from a year ago. A year ago.
Okay.
Internet as they are. I am truly not on the weekends. On the weekend, that's Daddy Mersh's time. When have I ever begged for money? When have I ever begged for money on this show? I'm like the Spurgs that hate me think I'm as plugged into the fucking internet as they are. I am truly not on the weekends. On the weekend, that's Daddy Mersh's time. I don't fucking care about internet drama. I don't care about Spurgs. I don't care about your lives.
For the past month, Mersh has been streaming every single night, including weekends.
It's like, go enjoy the outdoors. Go live your life. It's spring, for fuck's sake. It's Easter weekend.
What did we do tonight? Like, I don't even think we did good numbers tonight. We didn't. Wow. We did white boy summer numbers.
All right, I gotta take you down.
That is a rule. We did get over 200 tonight, but it was this is pretty shitty. You guys fucking suck dick, and I appreciate you for sucking dick. We only got to white boy summer tonight, and that's it. Ugh. Hang on, let me check. Wait, we actually I might have fucked that up. No, it was correct.
Oh dear Lord!
Sorry.
But I was wondering too, Saint Caesar, Daddy Mersh time. Ew.
It's Daddy Mersh time. Like, I am legit an actual father, and I would never say it's Daddy Johnny time. I don't think Daddy John Daddy Johnny sounds gay. Like just in general. Like people already call me Johnny. Yeah. It's fairly childish, but it's been my name, pretty much like my nickname since I was like 14, 15. And so I just kind of stuck with it. But yeah, even Daddy John time. Well, that sounds even worse than Daddy Johnny. So there's no win for that. So maybe maybe because I knew that, that's why I always you know. I love that there is a cat walking by your fucking screen, and we get just the tail. We get just the tail, just like just patrolling in front of your desk. All right, who is this? I want to make sure to never listen to him. This is Revenge of the Sis. This is Mersh from Revenge of the Sis. This is the guy that everybody wants me to have a beef with because like I was having a really fucking difficult time with a lot of shit, and I just had an emotional breakdown moment on air because I was processing a lot of stuff, and it kicked off with him making a comment and me misreading it and taking it too seriously and fucking having, like I said, a little hissy fit, and I cried like a bitch, and he made fun of me, and the internet made fun of me, I'm sure. I really don't care about him other than that. Like, I don't really care, but people clip them because everybody on the internet has hate groups. And this, I didn't know about the begging thing, but this is weird because I was always told that nobody other than certain people did it stream as cat. What? I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about, Landers.
Ew.
It was 2:30 tonight, and that's gross for a Friday night. Like, we usually kill it, and you guys suck dick. And frankly, I don't care if you enjoyed the show tonight or not, because
That's gonna get more money next time.
Right?
So that'll really help. Yeah.
Daddy Mersh time is jerk off time, says Saint Caesar. I guess. I don't know.
because the kickback was garbage. It was dog shit. Why do the show anymore? Who cares? Friday.
Then don't do the show. I mean,
good
like
question.
on the one hand, I understand the financial part, but then don't do the show. Like, I never ever, like, when I can't fund this, I'm never like, why do the show? Why do the show? I don't do any of that shit. If I can't fund it, I'd be like, hey guys, like, I love doing this show, but at the end of the day, getting the bills paid is the thing. So if that ain't happening, I don't have time to do this because I have to put my time into getting the bills paid. Like, and so I can just, I don't know. I don't know how much more. We're a minute and a half into this. I don't want to do another 14 minutes of this.
14? Yeah, no. Do we have?
I'm gonna clip around. Let's see where we're at here. Let's see where we're at here. What's going on? We saw him moving into different shows. Let's see here.
Less than I really technically should be doing. And yeah, I'm very Jewish. Whatever, say that about me. I don't care. I don't care. It's warm out. It's nice. We should all feel good, even if you guys aren't doing right by me. We're not making any money tonight. We might make donos just because you showed up. We're going to get probably like another. Well, on a normal night, we would get like 150 in donos because you popped up on the screen. Tonight, nobody's donating. They're all scumbags and they're all broke. So we'll probably get like $10 though. Thanks.
That'll definitely get you.
Please leave me alone.
Donations.
Wow.
That'll.
I have to send that clip to somebody. Numero uno Josh Denny fan saying needle dropping on Mersh. It does seem that way. But you know what? I'll be honest about this. Needles dropping on me and other people. It seems like the needle's dropping on people spending time on the internet, both because of the time of year, because people are becoming, maybe in my own opinion, people are becoming more and more locked into the content they want versus the content that's out there. So they just get what they want. And people joining different camps for hate offs and all that other crap. Like, I can't say I haven't lost some numbers. I've gone up in some places, down in others. I literally was able to point with my finger and show my accountant just by a monthly basis, like drop, 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 drop. So I'm not going to say that. I will say this. I don't have a problem with anyone like saying, hey, we need this money to make the show work. But that is awfully interesting to see that clip there. It's just it's awfully interesting. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I hope I never, and if I do, then me, but I hope I never threaten like, why even do the show? We're not making any money. Why even bother? Like, I don't want to have that kind of attitude. I like doing this. I like having fun and screwing around. You guys are fun. Mm-hmm. She's pretty fun. Like, I actually bumped my head and I just stopped liking some shows. Not an insult. So weird. Damn, is he related to DSP, says Mr. Q. No, needle dropping refers to records where you drop the needle at a different point on the record. LOL, just referring to how you were skipping. Oh, we call that shuffling or just fast forwarding. I can understand. Though I've been a DJ, I don't spin actual records or discs. I just had 2 turntables and a microphone. I say had. I do have.
Still do.
2 turntables, and 3 microphones. Wait, 5 microphones, and subwoofers and lights and a fog machine. I have a lot of DJ stuff I might have to sell. All right. Well,
I guess that's it tonight. I'll go rate somebody else. Let's tally this up. Tonight was bad. Tonight,
ooh,
just throwing that out there. It's not great. Doesn't make me feel good. You guys want a bad summer? You want a nip summer? Because that's what's coming to you if you don't donate. Before we go tonight.
No, actually, I've got bad news for you, and this is something. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Digger on the screen again. We're just gonna move over there. I got bad news for you, Merch. A Miss Summer isn't what's coming to them if they don't donate. You unemployed with no way to pay your bills, that's what's coming to you if they don't donate. And again, I know this because as my donations have gone back, I've been like, oh, I have a certain amount of earnings that I need to keep afloat now because my basic, disability just covers living. Piss on them. What a dick. Right?
That's what I was thinking, J-Lux. He's like, that's just crazy. What about the people that did donate?
Right. And that's why
he's shitting on all the people that did donate too.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I can understand his feelings. I can understand his feelings about that because, if it's how you're paying your bills, feeding your cat and all that stuff, like you have to make this work.
Important.
It is important. But I just feel like, and this is me, the over emotional guy who blows up at his audience like last week because he was stressed out about his taxes, like that that guy. This is me saying like, you shouldn't like say it to the audience like, well, you guys suck and just you don't care. Like I have no problem, as I've proven regularly on another show. Like I have no problem if we have to beg for the money. Like, come on, guys, well, that sucks that we don't make the goal. And I don't have a problem with people being like, look, man, these goals are what keep us here. If we don't make these goals, then the show goes away. I don't have any problem with someone like dropping that reality, but I don't like the people that badger you with it. Oh, you came here and you watched the show, you owe me money and you're a piece of shit because you came here to. Well, congratulations, you're going to scare off, like you said, the people who are donating.
Yeah.
And then the people who like watching you flip out about it, like that's going to keep happening. So I don't know.
But how often do those people actually donate?
My steel toe training has shown me nothing. Johnny, after seeing Tom Meyer's clip this morning, does it make sense? I thought it would be funny to watch right after you did something about breaking a bong. No. In fact, it proved my point. After watching the clip this morning, I stand by what I said. Fuck you, that was a horrible piece of shit that I didn't want to watch Cher talk about. Because it was.
Oh, you guys watched that on the steel toe?
Yeah. Because I guess Aaron had to show it. Tom Meyer was there. I apologize, Johnny. I am not worthy, says Mr. Q. For what? Well. Hunger Games it is to smoke out prods. I have no idea what you're talking about. You could sacrifice someone to David Chandler? No. I don't. Again, like if my show doesn't make money, I don't take that as like, oh, you
we
guys.
Suck.
I don't take that as we suck. I take that as either you guys aren't willing or able to donate, and I have to figure something else out because that's legit the facts. It doesn't matter whether or not you like the show or whether or not I suck. It's just you're not able or you're not willing to, and I have to make it work. Talking like a pirate is always a safe bet for making money. Oh, yeah. Did you hear about the massage parlor this morning?
No, I didn't.
All right, so Aaron, you know how AOC accidentally said that the Democrats need to fart harder, right? Aaron accidentally said massage when he was saying massage because he was massage parlor and he got parlor in there, so massage. So and that started a whole bit about, all right, I got to go down to me massage parlor. Let me show you me peg leg at the massage parlor. Who brought up massage parlor? Brett Mackey, you're the best. Scott, this one giggling. But anyways, yeah, like I don't care for it when people say, like, when they say, oh, we didn't make our money, well, you guys are pieces of shit, fuck all of you. Like that's kind of shitty. I just I like it better the way it is like with Aaron, where it's just like when the show doesn't do well, he takes it personal or he blames me, and that's fair. It's probably my fault, but yeah,
Even if it isn't. You're the employee, so.
SH saying that was funny this morning. Oh, no, I'm not an employee. I'm a contractor. Aaron has a sick fascination with old horseface AOC. Right? I bet he'd like her to fart harder. Anyways, I don't actually know that for a fact. But like I said, it's interesting. Like the Mersh clip, and I don't know, maybe Mersh doesn't always act this way. Maybe these are just little snippets. But the Mersh clip is funny because if I'm not mistaken, Mersh is, because the internet has generally been like, oh, you guys on Steel Till You Beg every morning, like it's a beggy show. Like, yeah, I mean, different shows are beggy in different ways, but fair enough, fine. I know I've certainly seen clips of Aaron in the same feeds that I found this in. And so it's funny to be like, aha, so I guess it's, it's okay when you do it. Right. Anyways, I still think it's always Matt's fault whenever the goal is missed as Numero and Josh Denny. He's not even on the show anymore, Numero. He hasn't been there in for a while. Oh.
I think that's his point.
Oh, you're doing a show on the toe now? Haven't you watched it for a while? Too much Dabbleverse stuff. I'm not doing a show
Mr.
on
Hughes stopped watching it. Yeah. Mr. Hughes, Johnny's still on Monday and Tuesday mornings.
I've been on there forever.
On there.
I've never stopped. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to anytime soon, unless Aaron doesn't want me to, then it's fine. Pink Eye from AOC. Oh, God, no. Don't try to make sense of it. Just know it's Matt's fault somehow. Numero and Josh Denny fan, here's how I'm going to quantify that. You also still think that the clip you tried to get me to watch Friday of Tom Myers was good and fit with it. No. No, but it's like it's cringy and it's funny, but it worked because I talked about breaking a slide, and no way does that have anything to do with a bong transplant, which the joke sucked balls. I actually lost a part of my life watching it, and like I said, there's a joke I've always hailed as the king of, oh my God, what the fuck bad comedy, and that joke was, but can a cop ever remember what they order at a Denny's? And so that joke has now been surpassed to the level of like, well, no, that's technically humor. Because of the fucking bong transplant joke. So just so we're clear.
It was so bad. It made the Denny's joke better.
In my defense, tens of thousands of people, if not more, agree with me. No, they don't. Tens of thousands of people don't agree with you. You came on here and thought that was a good pairing. Where are you getting tens of thousands of people? Who are you? Are you implying that you get tens of thousands of people to watch this show and you clip the part where you told me this and tens of thousands of people agreed with you? Because I guarantee you that's not happening. We don't have an audience that big, and I guarantee you you're not getting that off of me. I'm apparently not that talented. Anyways, Liquid Evidence saying he always begs. What, Mersh?
I don't want to know how Los Federales knows that AOC's poon smells like a goalie's hockey bag at the end of a season. I think Los Federales, I would not have admitted that if I were you. To having knowledge of that, I would have kept that to myself.
Not only that, do you know the smell he's explaining?
Oh, I know. My brother was a hockey.
All right, so yeah, you know, you're well aware.
For years.
You're well aware of like the goaltender bag, but
awful.
Yeah.
The stench permeates everything.
Right? Because you can't hang your shit out to air out during the fucking ice year.
No.
Like, you have to do it in the house.
It over the floor heater vents to air it and dry it out, but that means that the whole house stinks of it, and it doesn't matter how many of those.
I was never allowed to put it over the vents.
It doesn't. Ugh.
You
weren't allowed. Oh,
the rest
we
of the
had
house,
nowhere to put his
the rest of the house,
inside.
the rest of the house complained because there were two of us. The bags were open and the equipment was out of the bags. That was bad enough.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't allowed to put shit over vents.
Oh.
You fancy people. And
my little brother was special. He was the golden child.
Way to call your family retarded.
Sort of thing. Well, your family's retarded, but they didn't go so far as to put
my
it over
family's
the
retarded.
Fence.
Oh,
my
well, you know what?
Isn't that what you just said?
No, I said your family's retarded, not mine, and you just told me my family's retarded. Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave now.
Your family might be, but
oh, what the hell? This is not even.
But at least they weren't dumb enough to put the stuff over the heating vents, right? My family was. It was awful. stinks.
Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking fuck? Fuck! Why did somebody tell me my ass was so big?
Try to relax your anus.